Aiden McDonald, senior.
Bobby Rossi, senior.
Caleb Howard, senior.
Claude Condi, senior. Aaron McCarthy, senior.
William A. Georgia Bota II, senior.
Graham Payton, senior.
John Lewis Muller, senior.
Julian Hood, senior.
Justin Cox, senior.
Preston Spiegel, senior.
Ryan Matta, senior.
Tony Saw, senior.
Alex Sutton, junior.
Cohen Carpenter, junior.
Jedi Jones, junior.
JD Meagle, junior.
Mason Cunningham, junior. Remington Strickland, junior.
Sam McKissick, junior.
Solomon Cole, junior.
Andy Cook, sophomore.
Blaine Baird, sophomore.
Cliff Self, sophomore.
Grant Harrelson, sophomore.
Marcos Romo, sophomore.
Seth Montani, sophomore.
Ben Longbottom, freshman. Ben Longbottom, freshman.
Benji Elizondo, freshman.
Clay Krish, freshman.
James Donovan, freshman.
Jalen Zuber, freshman.
Max Ortiz, freshman.
Nathan Robinson, freshman.
Nick Garcia, freshman.
Samuel Cole, freshman.
That's awesome. We appreciate the Fort Bend Christian broadcast class. 5 people in that class putting things like that together, trying new things. We'll sharpen that one up, and we'll have it ready by the end of the season. We'll have one that looks just like it's Sunday Night Football. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this year, I've got some help up in the booth from the broadcast class. We've got Camille Choi. Camille helped us out in volleyball earlier this week. Tonight, Camille is doing her first football broadcast. Camille, tell us how you feel.
Hello, Mr. Williams. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eagles on the Air. If you were here last week, you definitely heard the technical difficulties that we had getting me on air. But unfortunately, you're going to have to hear my voice this week.
No, you're going to enjoy this. Half me, half you is a lot better than all me. We want to give a quick thank you. Chris Steeb, technical director, is still setting everything up and still teaching me how to set some of the things up. He's here tonight, so we have a broadcast tonight because Chris Steeb is here helping us out with it. We're also going to take a moment to thank our Booster Club. Our Booster Club has been helping Eagles on the Air for the entirety of our existence. And tonight you get to have all this brought to you online because the Booster Club has helped us out. That's been our biggest donor. We're going to get a kickoff. Eagles are going to kick the ball off. This is going to be Julian Hood. Julian Hood, soccer star for the school. But he's going to be kicking it off. We don't know the Tomball Christian Warriors very well, Camille. It was the first time we've ever played them. It's only their 4th or 5th year of having 11-man football.
Yeah, we were doing some research on Tomball Christian since we've never played them before. They're a new competitor. And a few things that we found were they just now started in 2009. They just started their cheerleading and football team. So that's a little new. And their main goal that they said, okay, we're going to actually start with the kickoff right now. Just a little interruption, Julian Hood.
We'll find some more about Tomball. Here's Julian. He's going to kick the ball off. And that's going to be another touchback. Julian's done that a lot. Tell us a little bit more about Tomball.
As I was saying before, Tomball is a homeschooled, if you didn't know, and the coach's mission statement is to provide a place for homeschool athletes to play football. Something that I didn't know before was that they won state in 2012 in 6-man football, and then after that, a few years later, they transitioned to 12-man in 2013. We're going to go ahead and say a thank you to the coaches Chris Criswell, Sean Harden, Mark Simpson, Norm Morales, and Daryl Price. Most of those either played in D1 football or professional football.
Yeah, this is not a lacking coaching staff whatsoever for these boys. Looks like number 17, Noah Rose, is in the shotgun position. Take this snap. He's going to hand it off. Looks like number 10, that's Solomon Hutchins. Solomon's going to find that left-hand side. And we're going to start with a run 10, and a first down run for Tomball Christian.
To the 45-yard line. the Warriors.
Solomon was able to find that side. If you saw him run, he was sneaking, literally sneaking behind his offensive line. I don't think anybody saw him until he's 5 yards down. First down and 10 from the 46-yard line. Here comes Tomball Christian again. Noah Rose in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off this time, number 20, William Clark, and he gets swallowed up immediately by about 6 Eagles. Looks like the first one there was Jalen Zuber.
Jalen Zuber in on the tackle.
Pretty stout defensive line. If we can keep them from bouncing outside, we can typically stop the run. We just got to make sure we keep them inside the tackles. Most of the damage has been done the last couple of weeks outside. Second down and 13 now for Tomball Christian.
Watching these linemen play, I mean, all I've got to say is I'm glad they're nice people. Those dudes are huge. I mean.
There's a pitch to the reverse side. That's number 38, Ian Pellerin, taking it. Getting some blocks downfield. And Pellerin's going to get down to the 25-yard line. About a 35-yard run.
Pellerin on the carry.
They set that one up more like a quarterback option play. And they ran a reverse out of it. So pulling things out of the hat in the first quarter.
I feel like the Eagles weren't even ready for that. Were they even suspecting? I feel like they were undermining them being a homeschool. I feel like they got to be ready for that.
Yeah, they better. This is not a small team. You got some athletes out there for sure. These guys want to play football, so they organize this team simply to allow homeschool players in Houston to play football. There's some big kids on this side. That ball's going to be floated out towards, looks like 38 Pellerin. Well defended out there, and I'm looking for the number. Hard to believe. It's hard to see your home team's numbers. That looks like that's number 5, Sam McKissick, because Jerry Reeves knows the numbers better than I do. Good defense by Sam. Second down and 10. You got Solomon Cole playing the near side cornerback. Sam plays that left side. Sam's had a lot of business this early season. You didn't mention his name a lot. He's making a lot of tackles for the Eagles. Here's this is number 10, Hutchins again. Hutchins goes off that right-hand side. He's going to get himself 8 yards. It's going to be third down and short for Tomball.
Ian Hutchins on the carry, stopped by Mason Kenningham.
Third down and about 2.5 yards for Tomball. Rose is going to take the snap. And I think we might have had a little bit of movement. First flags of the game come out. A little discussion, and we're going to wait and see. We're going to call it offside. Well, he said offsides, and he pointed to the offense. So false start, perhaps, on the offense is going to be the call.
Start against the Warriors. We'll take him back 5 yards.
You were talking about Solomon Cole a little bit earlier, and we have stats from the last 2 games, and I think our offensive highlight from the last game against St. John the 23rd would definitely have to be his 87-yard kick return touchdown by the Solomon Cole. I guess you can start calling yourself the Solomon Cole when you do that.
If you get 87-yard kickoff return, we'll let you have the in front of your name. That was interesting, too, because the Eagles had just given up a touchdown and were only up by 1 point. With about 1 minute left, Solomon takes the kickoff all the way back and puts the momentum back in the Eagles' favor. All right, third down and 7 now, and there's going to be a timeout by Tomball. Early on, it's a pretty big play right here.
Warriors.
On this timeout, we're going to get you a little bit of information about one of the best training groups in private school football in Texas. Camille, what do you know?
Well, I do know that the head trainer is Danielle Kaser. She's been here for a few years. The trainers, we're going to start with the seniors: Amiate Williams, Ariel Warren, Megan Ogden, Eric Choi, and Faith Avila. The sophomores: Luke Dibble, Riley Marlowe, and Sarah Stubbs, all combined to make the greatest training team, I may say, unbiasedly, in Texas.
Obviously, we're unbiased here at Fort Bend Christian Academy. Later on, we get a break. Camille's going to introduce you to our state championship cheerleading squad. We keep on talking about them. This is a solid group. We don't have the pep band in front of you now. That's because tonight the pep band for the first time is going to be on the field at halftime. Can't wait for that. Rose has a 3rd down and 7 to get. He's going to drop back, looking over the middle. That's going to be tipped away, almost intercepted. That was 36 Richard Hoke.
Ball is tipped away.
Jumped up all he could,
incomplete.
got his fingertips
Almost
on the
picked
ball.
off
Incomplete, so
by
4th
Richard
down
Hoke.
and 7 now.
It'll bring up
Big
4th
play by
down
Hoke
and 7 for the
on that zone
Warriors.
defense the Eagles were playing. Richard Hoke, one of the many seniors on the team. Still a pretty young team, but there are a lot of seniors in key positions right now for the Eagles. It looks like we're going to try a field goal. 87, Chase Mitchum in to try, and Rose is going to be his holder.
In for a field goal attempt.
He kicks this one. It's going to be close to a 40-yard field goal. He got it up high, but he pulls that thing left.
If that was Julian Hood, let me tell you, we would have made it.
It'll be Forbin Christian's
Julian
ball,
is 1
first
for
and
3.
10
There
to
was
go.
one of the plays, one of his field goals was a bad snap, and one of them missed by, I'm guessing, 6 inches. It almost grazed the bar on the way past. So he's attempted a 40 and a 37. He's made a 25. I love to see it have kickers because you don't have to go for 4th and 7 if you got yourself a kicker when you're that close. You can go for the field goal, put some points on the board. All right, Eagles offense out there for the first time. Camille's going to introduce you in just a second to our offensive lineman. But J.D. Meagle, we'll get some stats on him. He's had an excellent first couple of games for the Eagles. Seth Montani, or no, I'm sorry, that's number 9, Blaine Baird. Blaine Baird for the first time taking a handoff. Blaine Baird is going to get himself. I don't remember him running the ball so far. That's an 18-yard run. 18 yards
to the 40-yard line. Good
for
Eagles.
Blaine. I don't remember him being back there. That's impressive. Tell us a little bit about offensive line that's going to be blocking for the Eagles.
Yeah, number 68 is Remington Strickland. He is a junior. Dude is humongous. As well as Cohen Carpenter, number 52, as well a junior. Number 51, Bobby Rossi, a senior. Number 73, Tony Saw. We're going to go back to the game, and I'll bring you the rest of that later.
J.D. Meagle, he's going to sneak one up, a designed run. He could have handed that one off, but he saw a hole up the middle. He's going to get a first down at 13 yards rushing.
For another
Number
Eagles
63, Robert
first
Walter, is also a
down.
part of our offensive line.
Yeah, a couple of juniors on that offensive line, a couple of seniors. Remington Strickland getting some looks for some pretty big schools. Some other guys getting looks for college, too. This is a good-size offensive line. Happy to have size, strength, and speed with these guys. Meagle has Blaine Baird off to the left now. He's going to look, maybe swing it. He's going to hit a slant pass to Caleb Howard. 3 plays, 3 first downs for the Eagle, and we're moving the ball. This is a great receiving core that we have.
Of the Warriors. Good for another Eagles.
Yes, for the receiving,
first
for the last 2
down.
games, our stats for Caleb Howard are 9 receptions and 108 yards.
That's pretty good. 4.5 catches per game in high school football. We'll take it. Meagle and the Eagles moving the ball. Blaine Baird to his left again. Baird's going to take this handoff. He's going to make a move up the middle. He's going to get 5 yards on his second carry.
Blaine Baird for a second carry.
First 2 games, Camille, we had
Take it down
McCondy
to
and
the
Montani doing
28-yard
almost all of
line.
the running. All of a sudden, we've got Blaine
Second
Baird.
down and 6.
Yes, for rushing, for the rushing stats, we have Claude Mincondi with 26 carries and 148 yards and 3 touchdowns. J.D. Meagle had 15 carries, 99 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Seth Montani had 11 carries, 64 yards, and 1 touchdown.
This is Meagle looking down the middle. He's got Caleb Howard. And ladies and gentlemen, just like
Caleb
that,
Howard!
the Eagles slam the ball down the field. 5 plays, about 70 yards, and the Eagles have a touchdown. You got to love that. I enjoy watching the passing game mixed in with the running game. That was a perfect pass and a great route by Caleb Howard.
Now we are definitely going to get another point because it is Julian Hood, number 7.
Marcos Romo will be the holder. Hood's going to be the kicker. You'll see Hood later on Eagles on the Air during the winter sports as he's one of our top soccer players on a very good boys soccer team. The snap is bounced. Oh, my gosh.
Laundry all over the field.
I don't know what happened, but the snap bounced Marcos Romo caught the ball on the bounce and still got the hold down. And even though it's a procedure problem, that's impressive. Marcos Romo was with like a catcher's mitt to catch that thing, get it down, and Hood puts it through anyway.
He is a monster baseball player. So.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, throw the flags, but pick him back up when you see that happen and let him have the dang point. That was a good play. All right, so this is going to be now kicked from approximately the 15-yard line, so 25-yard field goal really is what we're looking at. And, yeah, kiss it goodnight.
It's good.
That thing was good from 40 or more.
7:10 to go.
Easy one right there, so 2 extra points. We just get 1 point out of it. 7-0 with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left. Tell us about the cheerleading squad. Camille, this is an awesome group of cheerleaders we have, and last year's state champion squad.
Yes, as you said before, they were state champions, going from 2 years ago to last place to first place in TAPS last year, placing in state. So our cheerleaders, our senior captains are Paige Estes and Annie Matthews, as you can see in the... No, we are not showing that. And our juniors are Navia Dixon, Jalen Gerard, Chase Hubbard, Hannah Potter, Maddie Roberts, and Julia Webster. Our juniors are Chaplain Kylie Blanchard and Mandy Camp, who just got off of a foot injury and is now being able to walk, so we're happy for that. Sophomores, Haley Hendershaw and Lauren Ramirez. Freshmen, Elizabeth Ingram and Nina Singleton. Our sponsors are Jackie Prado and Suzanne Scott.
I keep muting you. Sorry, I'm muting the wrong one. Thank you, Camille. Camille just learning the kind of the system, but she's already getting through here. Not afraid of the microphone, not afraid of talking. She knows the students very well. Camille, glad to have you up here. Julian Hood for the kickoff. I just walked right over you when you're talking, too. Holy cow, that thing hit 3 yards from the back of the end zone.
The end zone by Julian Hood.
Lord, that's his biggest kickoff so far. Kid just crushes it.
And onto the field comes Craig Kelly and Robert Walter. Robert Walter, the tallest man I think I've ever seen in high school.
There are taller ones, I'm sure, somewhere, but if he keeps going, he's going to be like a 6'7", 290-pound defensive end. He's got like Jadavian Clowney. I'm just throwing that one out there. You know, Jadavian Clowney kind of speed around that end too. He's gonna be fun. Justin Rose back in the shotgun, 2 backs with him. They're both going to block. He's going to throw the ball out towards. That is 34. Bounces off a tackler.
That was Craig Kelly, number 14.
Yeah, Andre Harmon. He's a load. Young man takes a swing pass out of the back.
Knocked out of bounds by Blaine.
And that's going to be a first down. Tomball Christian not shy on the offense. They're moving the ball down the field for the second time so far.
But what I really appreciate is Craig Kelly, number 14, who just got trucked. But it's the effort that matters. I mean, he came back. He came to the school. He's new here. He's a junior. He suffered 4 concussions since he was little playing football. He had to quit, and he just came back. He's back. He's ready to play for the Eagles.
The kid is fearless. To try to get that tackle. He slowed him down. We made the tackle. Here's number 10 again, Hutchins. Hutchins is just going to get a couple of yards. Make that 4 yards.
Ian Hutchins on
that carry.
Gets about 4 yards.
We don't have a lot of names and positions for Tomball, but their offensive line is doing a pretty good job so far, shuffling around, knocking some guys back a little bit, and getting some running room for their guys. The Eagles defense, if you saw the very first game against, who was that against again? Brazos High School. We had a couple fumble recovers and an interception in that game. A couple turnovers last game as well. 2nd down and 6 for Tomball. Handoff is going to be to number 20, William Clark. He's going to keep fighting. He's going to get up close to a first down. You're going to have a 3rd down and short for Tomball Christian.
He'll pick up about 4 yards before being tackled.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening tonight, please make sure to stay tuned on Tuesday if you are interested in volleyball. If you could come, make it at 5:30 at Fort Bend Christian, or if not, please tune in to Eagles on the Air to watch the Lady Eagles take on the other Lady Eagles, Second Baptist.
Let me tell you, I've been here for 23 years. That is consistently the biggest rivalry that we have had in the last 2 decades. Love to get those 2 teams together. It's always a good fight. 3rd down and short for Tomball Christian. Snap goes back to Rose. He's going to pitch the ball out towards number 10. And that's your starting running back, Blaine Baird,
on the tackle.
throwing Hutchins back for about a 5-yard loss. Eagles had that one read all of the way. Good video must have given us a chance to knock that thing back. We saw that one coming.
Man, that kid is going crazy today. From the last 2 games, he's had how many tackles? 15 tackles in the last 2 games. But today,
yeah, he's got about 30 yards rushing along with a couple of tackles.
yeah.
This looks like number 34, Andre Harmon, back to punt. That's a good punt. Solomon Cole will take it. It will tip it. Almost lost the ball. Holds on to the ball. You'll be careful catching the ball in traffic like that. Little fair catch signal will do you a lot of good, Solomon, but Solomon has no fear either.
Eagles 29-yard line.
Eagles will start their second possession, having gone straight down the field for a touchdown. A passing touchdown from Meagle to Caleb Howard, brand new senior for the Eagles, for the first touchdown of the game.
Caleb Howard has been killing it. His all-purpose stats, I mean, they're crazy. It's 209 yards all-purpose. Where else is he? He's all over. He's all over our stat sheet.
Yeah, over 200 yards, over 100 yards a game all-purpose in your first 2 games. We'll take that every day of the week. Here's a quarterback keeper again by Meagle. That's going to be a foul as Meagle was trying to slide down and took a shot as he was going down. This is going to be a personal foul against Tomball.
But there's a flag on the play.
5 minutes left in the first quarter. Eagles are up 7-0. They're going to get a chunk of yards right here.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what the signal for it was, like roughing the quarterback or shot to the head or whatever. Either way, it's a 15-yard penalty. Eagles will take a first down on that one.
If you are tuning in tonight, make sure to
Ball will now
participate
be on the 45-yard
on
line.
Twitter
It will
at
be
Eagles
Eagle
on the
ball,
Air. Make sure to
first
tweet
and
at
10.
us, and we will respond. If you have any thoughts on this game or any future events, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know that you're there. We'll give you a shout out. We're happy to have everybody to chime in on the air. Last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of people coming in, a couple hundred
flag on the play.
Uniques coming in on Eagles on the Air. We're happy to have it. Let us know you're here, folks. As the first flag on the Eagles will be a false start. We're going to go back to first and 15.
Them back 5 yards. And while we take care of business
First
on the
time
field,
we move
just wanna
backwards in
remind all
tonight's
of our
game.
Swoop Club members. Tonight's Swoop Night. Our lovable, fabulous,
Happy to have all the
friends.
fans here. Another
Swoop.
good night. The student
There she
section is
goes.
packed full.
You're gonna get
Maybe
ice cream with
150
Swoop
students out there.
at the end of the first quarter,
Stay with us at
between first
halftime
and
too,
second.
folks. The band
Over by
is getting on the
Fieldhouse.
field.
Swoop Night. Ice cream for the
Snap
kids.
to Meagle on first and 15. He's going to swing it out to Georgia Bote. He's going to try to find that sideline. He runs over
Pass
one
is
player.
complete to Georgia Bote.
Tackle's going to be
Takes it out of
made
bounds
by
by number
23,
21.
Trevor Wilson. But
Michael
Bote
Hill
gets
and number 23,
about
Trevor
9
Wilson.
yards
Ball will be
on that play.
Georgia Bote can move fast. Isn't he going to college to be a track star?
He's likely going to be running track.
Second
He could
down
probably play
at
a little bit of
about
football. He's a
7.
pretty good basketball player as well. But I think track might be the thing he goes to college for. Take your pick when you're an athlete like that, man. Second down and 6 for the Eagles. Snap to Meagle. McConaughey in the backfield now. Here's Meagle keeping it. Good decision. He gets around the end. And he's going to get a first down about 12 yards for J.D. Meagle. Doing a lot of damage. Got a touchdown with his arm, and now he's running for first downs. Offensive line is absolutely doing their job, giving him protection, making holes.
Down.
Eagles do that little mini huddle. They huddle for like 2 or 3 seconds, break, and immediately get onto the field. Run as many plays as we can. 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. That play out to Aiden McDonald. Aiden McDonald from tight end position. Aiden's going to score a touchdown.
McDonald.
That is a
Touchdown,
37-yard touchdown pass and catch. Meagle gets all the protection he needs to sit and wait. Aiden up the middle, touchdown to Aiden McDonald's first touchdown of the year. We've got 2 touchdowns by pass so far in the first quarter, Camille.
Julian Hood on with the extra point.
That's okay. I'm very awkwardly throwing it to you all of a sudden, so feel free to give me a dirty look if I'm throwing it to you and you're like, you just said, shut up.
No, please be patient with me, folks. I just learned about football today. I was learning about it in broadcasting.
It's good.
And it's Julian Hood. It's good.
4:16 to
There you go.
Your Eagles
Extra
in the
point is
lead,
good. 14-0
14-0.
with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left. I like how the offense is working. Tomball Christian has moved the ball on the Eagles. Eagles stopped them when they needed to, and right now the Eagles 14-0. You love to see the offense moving like it is. It's been quite a while, Camille, since we've had a passing offense that's potent like this. A quarterback with a good arm who can also run, an offensive line that knows how to protect, and 4, 5, 6 wide receivers that can all run and catch.
I completely agree. I mean, the Eagles really came back from last year. They were gonna rebound from last year. They're gonna try their best, and they really have put the hype in football. I mean, you can look at the student section, you can look at the whole entire stadium, and you can see people are really excited to see the Eagles come back from last year.
Yep. This is awesome. Love the excitement. Love watching Score Wars. The broadcast class puts on Score Wars every single week and see what student can get closest to the correct score and give out Jeans Day passes. The broadcast team putting together new videos, an intro to videos. Booster Club is about to help out the broadcast team, buy a couple extra things that we need. This is awesome.
We would like to give a shout out to the Booster Club, as Mr. Williams was saying, to the president, Adam Robinson, and the vice president, Tina Robinson, and Trey Troskler.
We'll get a correct pronunciation later on, but that's pretty good. Here's going to be a chip shot. Look at the play. Oh my gosh, that almost worked. You see what they did? Instead of going long this time, he tried to chip it over the first 2 lines, and we had 2 guys sprinting down, trying to get an onside recovery. 11, that would have been the deepest onside kick I've ever seen. That's a play all the way. You're trying to chip it over their guys who are waiting and trying to get your guys to run underneath of it. Almost worked. Julian Hood can do it all. He can do all the onside kicks. He can kick the field goals, extra points, kickoffs. Kid's got a leg. That's a beautiful play that almost came through. Third possession for Tomball Christian. 4:16 left in the first quarter. This is going to be a handoff to number 10, Solomon Hutchins. He gets some yards, but it's fumbled. Solomon Cole picks it up. He's running it back, waiting for some blocks. Gets off to the left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen. Solomon Cole.
Solomon Cole.
No flags down.
That will give you the title, the Solomon Cole. That will give you that title.
Oh, man, we're going to have to listen to that all week long in class now. Thanks a lot, Solomon. The Solomon Cole knocks one in. That looked to be somewhere around a 40-yard return. Solomon Hutchins, he made a couple good moves and was right around the first down marker, but he got hit hard. I did not see who hit him, but the ball squirted out like 10 yards past. Solomon picks it up, nails it, and speaking of nailing it, Julian Hood.
Julian Hood.
3:55 to go.
Well, folks, if you're enjoying what you see, 21-0 for the Eagles, chime in. Give a good word of encouragement to the Eagles. At Eagles on the Air. Get on Twitter. Let us know. At Eagles on the Air. Let us know you're listening. Say a little something about the Eagles. They're fighting hard, and right now, they got themselves a 21-0 lead in the first half.
The Eagles are very happy. You can see Julian Hood was just skipping back to the line.
It doesn't take much to make Julian happy. Julian's a happy guy.
Friday, September 27th at 7 p.m.
We will not be broadcasting next week. Next week, Skeleton Crew would have been able to go, but we already contacted Kip, and Kip really doesn't have any kind of a setup that would help us out, so we're not going to be able to broadcast. But 2 weeks from tonight, 2 weeks from tonight, folks, is homecoming. September 22nd or 27th. 2 weeks from tonight, you're going to have the homecoming game, and we would love to have you guys back.
Here we have another kickoff, Julian Hood. See, that's what I know. Julian Hood and kicking.
You play soccer, don't you?
I played for I was the manager. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not a very sporty person.
Same thing. Hood kicks this one down to the goal line. It is tipped and now picked up by number 45, Truman Goodwin. And Goodwin gets it up to about the 15 or 16-yard line. And that's where Tomball is going to start. Tomball has had some good runs and has put some yards. Couple of passes, a bunch of runs. They don't have any points on the board, but they haven't exactly gone backwards on offense. They got a long ways to go right now. They got 85 yards to get to the end zone right now. Justin Rose breaks the huddle. Two backs right behind him. Two receivers wide. Here's a handoff. It is... Didn't get a number on us. Well, I didn't get a number on the runner, but he was stopped immediately.
Stopped.
It is going to be a
by
flag.
Jalen Zuber.
False start, so it's not going to count.
Penalty on the play, though. False start.
False start. We're going to set him back 5 yards.
We'll take it.
We'll take all of that. Yep, set him back closer to our end zone.
I'm really looking at the defense, and he was saying Jalen Zuber and Grant Harrelson and who else was it?
Robert Walters out there
Yeah,
on the
Blaine
right.
Baird. But it's mostly underclassmen.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Aiden McDonald, he's out there, but I don't.
Ball is taken back
think
just
I
shy of
see.
the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think I see another senior out there. It's going to be a stout defense. Yeah, there isn't. Well, Claude just stepped out, so Claude's out there. So two seniors on the starting defense. I'll take that every day. This is number 10 again. Number 10 is Solomon Hutchins. He goes to the left side. He's going to lose about 3 yards. So 2nd and 15.
Solomon Hutchins stopped by
Turns into third
Claude
down and about
Mincondi
18
and
yards to
Blaine
go.
Baird. It'll bring up third down at about 18.
Yeah, as Mr. Williams was saying, number 1, Claude, just walked onto the field. I mean, he has been one of the powerhouses of this team as far as we could see in these home games. I mean, that kid is crazy. He's all over the stat sheet.
Yeah, it's interesting in this game that having him start defense instead of on the offense. Here's a pass down the field. That time Rose was looking for
Pass
87,
intended
Chase
for
Mitchum,
number 87,
just off the
Chase
fingertips.
Mitchum.
Solomon Cole was right there.
Solomon
He
Cole
actually had a better
defending. The
chance
ball
at a
is
catch as he
incomplete.
undercut Hutchins,
Bring up
tried to go
fourth
for
down.
that interception.
Is that right? Fourth down? Third down.
Check that, third down.
So third down and long now. That's right, because the penalty didn't count. They had second down on the down marker, but I want to have to go with the people up here in the booth because they seem to know more than I do about what down it is. If I say the wrong down, just reach over and smack me.
I don't think the side guy changes down marker.
Here's your snap on third down and 18. Tomball not afraid to throw the ball down the field. That ball was intended for 34 Andre Harmon.
Ball intended
Broken up
for
by
Andre Harmon.
40
Ball's
Harrelson
incomplete. Now it
and
brings up
number
fourth down.
14 Craig Kelly for the Eagles. Fourth down and long. And Tomball Christian's going to punt it again. Number 34 Andre Harmon back to punt. He had a really nice punt the first time out. And is this the Solomon Cole back to receive the kick? Tis. We're going to have a timeout first.
Timeout on the
If you could hear the band playing in the back, that is the FBCA pep band. For the first time, we are having a 50-man pep band going on the field during halftime. I think this will be their second halftime show ever that I've ever seen, at least. I've been here for almost 6 years.
Our Eagle marching band does
the band director, I do not have her name with me, but she is doing an incredible job. I mean, she completely turned the band around.
With our band members. Also, Swoop Kids, remember,
Deidre Wood is responsible for turning this around. The band just kind of wavering a little bit back and forth for a few years. Deidre comes in. Next thing you know, boom, we got a 50-person pep band. And like I said, I can't wait to halftime because you're going to see him come on the field.
Absolutely.
Next thing you know, we're going to have a marching band out there marching like the Corps does in College Station.
We're also going to see the Swoop Club.
Oh, yes. Brand new things. Brand new athletic director, Kelly Carroll, changing things around. Love what she's doing so far with the department. All right, now Harmon is back to kick. Solomon Cole
Andre
standing
Harmon,
at about
the
the
punt for the
37-yard line. Here's Harmon's punt. Going to be a little bit shorter than before. And it's going to take a good bounce for the Eagles, and that thing just keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling.
Ball
it ends
is
up
down
being at the
28-yard line of the
28.
Warriors. It'll be Eagles ball.
It's going to be about a 13-yard punt after all. Well, considering the first down marker anyway. Eagles go back on offense, up 21-0. Don't think that 21-0 hasn't been hard fought. Like I said, Tomball has put a lot of yards on the board. The Eagle offense has been clicking pretty good, running and passing. 2 passing touchdowns from Eagle. One to Caleb Howard, one to Aiden McDonald, his first of the year. Now Claude Mincondi on the right side of Meagle as he takes a snap. Drops back to pass. He's going to fire one out towards George Abote. Just inches away. You
Pass
overthrow
from
George.
J.D.
You
Meagle
sent
to
the ball a
George
long
Obote.
ways.
Falls incomplete in the end zone. 2nd down and 10.
But J.D. Meagle really has some impressive stats. In the past 2 games, he's had 451 yards and 2 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That was my bad.
Yeah, looking pretty sharp. Meagle, in this game, he's been right on target. Even that one was just inches away from George's hands. Would have been another touchdown throw right away. Meagle takes this snap, hands it off to Mincondi, who cuts right, cuts back left up the middle, carrying defenders, and he's going to run for a first down. This is going to be right around the 13-yard line, about 16 yards on that run.
By Preston Thomas, but
Let me tell you, Claude works very hard in practice. I was having a few of the football guys talk to me, and they're saying that Claude goes so hard in practice. I mean, he works hard no matter what. Even when they're in practice, he does.
Snap, he's going to fire a ball out towards the right pylon. A little bit of a misread between the receivers as neither one of them were really heading that direction.
From J.D. Meagle.
Incomplete for Meagle with 1 minute 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Eagles up 21-0, threatening again.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, the only reason that I'm here is because I'm in the broadcasting class at Fort Bend Christian, something I took on, didn't really expect to enjoy, but actually I enjoy it the most out of any of my classes. It's very interesting. If you're interested, please visit fortbendchristian.org.
Here's a pass from Meagle out to Obote. Gets very close to the end zone. It's going to be about a yard short. Does Obote have a touchdown yet
all the way
this year?
down.
I do not see one.
Okay, so he's one of the receivers who's got a lot of yards but no touchdowns.
line.
Almost got his first one right there. Another completion from Meagle. He's using those wide receivers, and he's got 1 touchdown tonight to his tight end McDonald as well. Minconde to the left of Meagle. There'll be a handoff to Claude. He's going to slew up the middle into the end zone.
Minconde.
Touchdown for the Eagles.
For an Eagle. Touchdown.
So 2 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, and 1 touchdown on defense. And the Eagles are rolling now 27-0 with an extra point coming.
Julian Hood once
We should have
again
another one of
for the
those
extra point attempt.
where you snap it back and it hits the ground just to see if Romo can catch it again.
Oh, I'm sure he can.
I have no doubt. Marcos Romo also in the broadcast class. We're going to have a
Flags are
penalty
thrown.
likely before the snap, so it's probably going to be on the Eagles' false start again. Julian's just telling him, look, somebody false start
against the
so
Eagles
I can have a
and
longer,
march it back 5 yards.
longer kick. His extra points are going about 35, 40 yards. We've had some pretty good kickers in our day. We had one kicker that had a shot to go to college to play, decided to go to a bigger school instead. There's Hood's extra point, easily chipped through.
It's good.
And if you saw it, he went through the soccer
1:20 to
goalpost
go
and
in
right
the
into
first
the, sorry,
quarter.
right through the
Here
football
Eagles lead,
goalpost into the
28-0.
soccer net.
Never gets rid of his roots, Julian Hood.
He's getting points and goals. He's going to score points for football, but folks, he's going to get goals in soccer. You're going to want to listen in on EOTA. Eagles on the air during their winter season as well. We do basketball. I'm sorry, we do football and volleyball during the fall season. We do some basketball and some soccer during the spring season. Baseball, softball during the basketball and soccer during the winter season. We do it all, and you're going to hear Camille all year long.
Yeah, believe me, folks, I am much more talkative when it comes to volleyball and softball and baseball. But unfortunately, football is not my forte. That is Mr. Williams and Mr. Reeves for you.
Well, when if you tune in to Second Baptist on Tuesday, Camille will have the mic. I'll probably be doing a camera or something just to get out of the way. Camille will be taking that game on. Tell your friends, tell everybody else, FBCA.tv, so let them know. Camille says thank you. Yeah. All right, Julian Hood enjoying this. He gets another kickoff. He's going to put this one back, and yeah, the guy just like, yeah, whatever. I'm not returning this one. That one got about 4 yards from the back
Good
line.
for another touchback.
Anybody
Warriors will
looking
get the
for a
ball
kicker,
on
ladies
the
and gentlemen, the
20-yard line.
kid's got a good leg, good accuracy. He's got an edge to him. He plays a little bit of defense and offense too because he likes to hit people. and now he's blowing kisses to the crowd.
Charming.
He does it all. You know what? Maybe at halftime we'll get him up here and he can take my microphone and do some announcing for us. You can interview him. He can do everything.
I did forget to mention we're going to be interviewing Mr. Howard, who is our new head of school. Yes, Mr. Hazard is our new head of school. He just came this year.
Hazard. Hazard. You're in trouble now.
Am I not saying Hazard?
I thought you said Howard.
Did I say Howard? Oh, no.
Justin Rose back to pass. You were not fired. He's got number 21, Michael Hill, for a reception. That's going to be a first down pitch and catch for the Warriors. So Mr. Hazard in at halftime. We're almost down to the end of the first quarter.
Knocked out
I'm going to be
bounds
giving him some questions. He's about to be
James
it's about to be a hot seat for Mr. Hazard, not Howard. Hazard.
Another good play, and this offense for the Warriors is moving the ball. Another first down for Tomball Christian. Folks, if you are listening, again, if you are listening, get on Twitter and tweet us at Eagles on the Air. At Eagles on the Air. Let us know you're listening. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. First down and 10 for the Warriors across midfield now. Rose throws the ball. It's tipped and knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. That ball was tipped at the line by, I think, Remington Strickland.
Incomplete as it was tipped.
So it'll be an incomplete pass. On that incomplete pass, we're going to have just a couple seconds left in the first quarter.
Second down and 10 for the Warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we were saying before, if you are tuning in tonight, please be sure to tune in Tuesday night at 5:30 to watch the volleyball game. Watch the Lady Eagles take on the other Lady Eagles, Second Baptist.
Second down and 10. Ball on their offensive 48-yard line. Rose takes the snap, hands it off to Hutchins. Hutchins up the middle. He's going to get a couple of yards before he is stopped staunch by, looks like Strickland was there.
Hutchins up the middle.
Grant Harrelson was there.
Stopped
Tony
by
Saw was there. A whole
Harrelson
bunch of
and
people.
A couple of other
No wonder he
Eagles.
didn't
And that's
move.
the end of the first quarter. Your Eagles leading 28.
All right, we're going to take just about a
0.
30-second break. Eagles up 28-0 after the first quarter. We'll be right back. So just getting a confirmation from Mr. Howard that he will be up here.
Mr. Williams, I'm literally fired. I'm getting kicked out of the school as we speak.
I won't allow it. I've got tenure here. I've been here longer than you've been alive. So I'll hire you back if you get fired. Warriors moving now right to left on your screen. So they're going to put out 4 wide for the first time in the game. Rose going to take a snap. The Eagles might bring a little bit of pressure here with a smaller offensive. Oh, my. Holy cow, that's Hutchins. Hutchins could have been swallowed up by about 4 guys, ran underneath of them. And he's going to get some yards. It's going to be 4th down and about 3 yards to go.
4th down and about 3.
Guess you go for it. Down 28-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to participate in the conversation with me and Mr. Williams, please tweet us on Twitter. Where else would you tweet us? At Eagles on the Air. We would love to talk to you and shout you out.
We've already got a couple of them. Mr. Blackman, who's always there. Here's a snap back to Rose. Rose fires one over the middle, just off of the hands of Harmon. And defending there again was number 20. Number 20 for
Broken
the
up
Eagles was there,
by
James Donovan. And Eagles
Ball's
are going to take
incomplete.
over on downs. Warriors
It's
going
your
for it
Eagles
on their
ball,
own half.
First and 10 from the 41-yard
So we're going to have a
line.
short field. We only have to go 59 yards here or this time. Eagles offense putting a bunch of yards on. Next time we are with you guys 2 weeks from now at the homecoming game, we're going to have some good stats to talk about with you. Mincondi in the backfield with Meagle. You got your regular 4 wide for the Eagles. Aiden McDonald taking one of the slots now. Here's a handoff to Mincondi. He's got room up the middle. He's got about 13 yards. That's a fumble by Mincondi. And the Eagles are going to have their first turnover of this game.
Claude Mincondi on the
That was
carry.
taken up by number 11 for the Warriors. That was
Lost the
Silas
ball, number
Shivers.
11.
That's a cool last name.
Silas Shivers picks it up.
Kind of
It'll
fun
be
to say.
Warriors ball.
Silas
First and
Shivers.
Well,
10.
Silas Shivers got the fumble recovery, and Tomball's right back on offense now. I think that's Claude's first fumble of the year. He's not going to be happy. He has
First
sharpened
turnover
up
of
his
the night for
game.
the Eagles.
And I tell you, I've got him in the classroom too. He's the senior. He's sharpened up in the classroom. He's doing great this year. Love to have him. This senior class is alive and a lot of fun to be around. All right, number 17, Noah Rose back in the shotgun. He's got Hutchins on his left. He's going to look back to pass. He's going to send one deep down the middle. Nobody home. Georgia Bote there defending, as well as James Donovan. That was 20
Pass
down there
from
defending.
Rose to Harmon falls
So even if that was on
incomplete.
target, you had 2 Eagles there defending. We gave up a lot of passing
Bote
yards last couple of
and
games. Looks like
Donovan.
we've made some changes, and we're covering these guys pretty
Covering.
good.
Second down and 10 for the Warriors. Attention all lower school students, be sure part of the halftime race sponsored by the Booster Club. Everyone gets a
All right,
prize
you've got
at the
Hutchins to
end.
the left of Rose again. He's going to take the snap, fire out a wide receiver screen or slant. That's a big break of a tackle by 87, Chase Mitchum. He broke one tackle and he got himself a first down plus about 10 yards.
Chase
It's about a
Mitchum on the
20-yard
reception.
gain for Tomball Christians. They're
28-yard
moving the ball
gain,
again.
stopped by Solomon Cole.
Plenty of yards
It'll be a
for
Warriors
the Warriors.
first
No
down,
points yet, but they've got
41-yard
plenty
line.
of yards on the board.
Lower school students, be sure you're a part of the halftime race. You'll need to meet at the Plex tent on the
10 and a
west
half
side of
minutes
the
left in
field
the second
at
quarter.
halftime. Lower school.
Tomball Christian moving. Noah Rose again in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Hutchins. Hutchins is not going to get anything this time. First, he's tackled by Grant Harrelson. First hit was Tony
Hutchins
Saw
on
sent
the
him
carry,
backwards.
Stopped by Grant Harrelson.
Saw and Harrelson on the tackle again. Grant Harrelson playing some linebacker. He's been in the mix a lot of the time, all 3 games we've had so far. Grant Harrelson, formerly of the broadcast class, he had to switch because of a math scheduling problem, but he was in there for a couple of days. Maybe we'll get him back next semester. Second down and 10. Rose takes a snap. He's going to run, option it out towards number 11. That's number 11, Silas Shivers, and he's going to be close to a first down. Nice option play, nice pitch, and it's going to be a first down for the Warriors. We've stopped the option play earlier in the game, but that was a nice play right there. That pitch was perfect over to Shivers, and he runs for a first down. Tomball Christian on the 31-yard line, threatening. Running back to the right of Rose. He's going to look for a pass. Deep down the middle again. He's got it. Looks like he was looking for Hutchins again. Oh, sorry, Mitchum again. And that one is overthrown.
To Mitchum falls
I learned that today,
incomplete.
Mr. Williams. That's what's called incomplete.
Second down and 10.
She's not the best color person around for no reason. She learns as we go. She was diligently watching football games during broadcast class just to pick up the lingo. So I'm more and more impressed with your job so far, Camille. I could not do this with a sport I didn't know. Second down and 10. Rose takes the snap and Shivers gets a run, and he'll be sent backwards immediately. That is 68. If you're going to run, you're going to want to run the other direction.
Shivers on
Remington
the
Strickland,
carry,
he gets a mid on you,
stopped
you're
by
going down.
Remington Strickland.
We do have a few injured players tonight.
Drop
There is
for
the
loss,
senior
third
Ryan
down
Matta,
and 11.
Samuel Cole, the freshman, Carter Stubbs, the freshman, Nick Garcia, a sophomore. I think he's a sophomore, and Parker Carsell. He is a sophomore as well.
Thankfully, nothing really bad. Cole was the worst one. He's got a shoulder injury, and that's going to be kind of a lingering thing. That's going to be a long pass. Looking for, and a flag is thrown last minute. They were looking for number 21, Michael Hill. It was really a pretty good pass from the other side of the field.
Flag on the play.
I didn't get the number. I think it might have been Donovan. It was looking. It wasn't. He was looking at the receiver. He didn't turn around and find the ball. So there was
pass interference.
there was contact.
I think that was Jedi Jones.
Jedi
24.
Jones.
Bring up 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
So very close play, but the ball got there about a half second after Jedi made contact. So they're going to call the pass interference. First down for the Warriors, and they're going to be at the 22-yard line. Rose passing again. That one's dropped. He had Michael Hill. Hill
Pass
drops it. He didn't have a lot of
Rose to
room
Michael Hill,
as both
ball
Jedi Jones was
incomplete.
right there and Grant Harrelson was bearing down on him. That would have been some kind of a tackle collision. It might be a good idea to drop it right there when Grant's looking at you. 8:10 left in the second quarter. Eagles up 28-0. Warriors threatening. This has been their best offensive drive so far. Second down and 10 for Rose. He's going to throw a fade out to the side. That's going to be a catch by Hill.
Pass
Close play.
from
Jones was
Rose
right
to
there, but Hill was able to
Hill.
get his hands
Good
up
for
higher.
a Warriors
Hill
touchdown.
catches it, takes it in. 22-yard touchdown pass. Rose to Hill, and the Tomball Christian Warriors are on the board.
I do really have respect for Jedi, though. I mean, after last year, after what happened to the football team, Coach Black took up arms. He said that we needed boys, and Jedi said, well, I've never played football, but might as well try it. So here he is.
Well, he is a state class runner, cross-country team, and I think he might run some track as well.
Yes.
But cross-country is his thing. The kid can run forever, and he's out there running tonight. We're glad to have him out there. He's going to get better and better at that corner position. 87, Chase Mitchum on for the extra point. Snaps down, and Mitchum gets it just wide. He had some distance, but it went wide
And the
right.
extra point is no good.
No good.
7:59 to go.
Not
in
sure
the second
if there's
quarter.
a
Your Eagles lead 28
call here or not. Nope.
6.
So 28-6 is where we're going to stay. Tomball Christian Warriors get on the board with their first touchdown. Eagles should be going back on offense. Okay, there was a flag, and it was on Tomball Christian. We're just not going to take it as the point was missed. All right, over a quarter down, Camille. How you feeling?
I have confidence in our football team. Always. I always have confidence in our teams. If you were listening Tuesday to the volleyball team, I was 100% for them. So I don't think they're going to let down. I think they learned from last game not to let their guard down just because they're above a few touchdowns.
Yeah, last week we did get out to a fast start, 14-0. And it was a battle. We were up 28-20 at halftime. But second half, maybe a little bit of fatigue, but a great job by the state champions, St. John 23rd Lions. And they shut us down in the second half, and they ended up winning 39-28. It was a good game, hard fought, big hits, big giant plays, including the Solomon Cole with that 87-yard kickoff return. Maybe we'll get a little something right here. Tomball Christian gets their first score of the game. 8 minutes left in the first half. We'll see if Tomball Christian maybe tries to do a little something. Maybe a little onside kick, or they're going to go ahead and kick this thing deep. You got Solomon Cole and Caleb Howard. No, that's not Caleb Howard? I can't tell. Yeah, there's your onside kick. It's taken by 36, Richard Hoke. I think that's 36, Richard Hoke. Nope, that is 66, offensive lineman, Graham Payton.
recovered by Graham Payton. It'll be Eagles ball, 1st and 10.
Camille, that was one of the
from their
strangest
own
onside kicks I've
46-yard
seen. It
line.
looked like it just kind of chip shotted it right to Graham Payton.
I think he was a little scared that the Eagles would come back again. I mean, he was worried about the Solomon Cole coming back for it.
Oh, who isn't? The guy's first name is The. It's pretty impressive. All right, Eagles at their own 46-yard line. Meagle in the shotgun, Mincondi on his right. It's going to be a pass out towards Caleb Howard. Caleb has his next catch. He's going to have about seven yards for Caleb Howard. 2nd down and 3 for the Eagles. Meagle gets better and better with his accuracy. 3rd game here. He's hit a lot of sharp passes. Only had a couple incompletions. 7.5 left in the first half. 2nd down and 3. Meagle takes a snap. He's going to go left instead. You got to call that one dead. Yeah, that time the tackle actually went high, got his hand on his helmet and tore Meagle's helmet off, and so they have to stop the play immediately.
I mean, he kept running though.
If you know J.D. Meagle, it's going to take more than no helmet to get him to stop running. He probably would have lowered his shoulder and taken a hit right there. We're going to call a timeout so that J.D. doesn't have to leave for a play.
As we said before, we would like to thank the Booster Club and supporters, the President, Adam Robinson, and Vice President Tina Robinson and Trey Trosclair. I really need to get on these pronunciations, Mr. Williams. If not, I'm really going to be fired.
I would correct you, but I don't know them. So, I mean, Robinson. I think the Robinsons. But the other one, you're on your own, Camille. I want to say hello to Maria Bjorngeld. Marissa Bjorngeld graduated from our school last year. One of our finest seniors, great kid. She graduated last year, and now Maria Bjorngeld, she's online tonight. She's watching. Glad to have you. Mrs. McGowan online, as always. Sandra McGowan, the kindest person on planet Earth.
She's genuinely an angel. I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, but you wonder how she teaches math. I mean, that just frustrates me, but she is cool and smooth and calm. Great teacher. Glad to have her online, as always. Meagle take this snap, roll to the right. He's going to take a hit, toss it down the field. Oh. What a catch by Caleb Howard. Almost intercepted by 52.
Howard comes up with the
That's
catch.
Alex Morales. Almost intercepted it. Caleb tipped it away and held on to it. Holy cow.
There should be a camera in this room so you could have seen my reaction. I literally gasped.
Please don't put a camera in this room. That's the last thing we need is to catch me and you fumbling through our papers to get the right names and stuff. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. That first down throw to Caleb Howard adds on to the stats for Meagle. He's going to hand this one off to Mincondi, who goes right, breaks the tackle, loses the towel, is finally tackled out of bounds for about a 1-yard gain. Good job by Tomball Christian that time. There haven't been very many plays that have gone for less than 5 yards tonight. Eagles offense is clicking.
Silas Shivers.
So this is not a small Tomball Christian team. They got some size on the line. You've already seen a couple of their running backs. They'll lower their shoulder and hit you hard. Solid group of kids right here. 2nd down and 9 3/4 yards to go. Meagle is going to keep it, head up the middle. He's going to have a first down. Meagle with another big run.
One of the Tomball kids just shoved him forward. Literally pushed, like, gave him a little boot.
Thank you. He might have had 9 yards until he was slung forward for 3. About 12 yards from Meagle. He's making good decisions because you see what that play is he has an option. McCondy runs, and if the defensive end comes in at Meagle, he hands off the ball to McCondy. McCondy runs around him. If the defensive end stays on McCondy, JD keeps the ball and goes up the middle. It's worked out very well tonight for Meagle. He's dropping back to pass this time. He's looking across the middle. He's got Howard, but that is a really nice defensive play by number 20, William Clark. Howard was open, but Clark got his paw out and knocked that one down.
Ball's incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Nice job by Tomball. Second down and 10 now for the Eagles. They're at the 20-yard line. Looking to put the ball in the end zone again for the 5th time in the first half. A game where they have dominated. But this is not a slacker team. Tomball Christian will hit you and play with you. Here's a handoff to Mincondi. He's got room off the left side. Cuts it back inside. Breaks a couple of tackles. He's very, very close to the goal line. Looks like he's on the 1, and we have a flag down.
Claude Mincondi on the carry. Tackled by about 4 or 5 Warriors.
And it looks like Eagles are going to get called for a holding down the field. It was down the field, so McCondy had already gone through most of his run when it happened, so we'll see where this puts the ball at. Camille, you got these referee signals learned yet? You know how to do those?
Referee signals? Okay. Marcos Romo, the one who caught the ball, yeah. He's the one who taught me. So if you put if there's a hand on the forearm and the do you call them umpires? I played softball. What do you call them? Referees?
Referees, yes.
Yeah. They look at the crowd and they hold their forearm and they're like, hey, that's holding. And then they point at the side who does not get the ball.
Meagle fires over to Solomon Cole. Thank you for that explanation. Solomon Cole has the ball. He's up close to a first down. He's going to have a first down. He's going to be about the 5-yard line. Solomon Cole is the next Eagle to catch a pass. Meagle sorting it out. He tried a wide receiver screen left, then came around for the wide receiver screen to the right or slant, and Solomon Cole has it, and we are moving quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let me know if you need any football tutoring, because you know me, I know everything about football. So we're going to go ahead and continue. Meagle gets the ball, and that is
J.D. Meagle.
Touchdown. Just scored a touchdown. That was me. That was all me.
That's another one of those referee signals when they put 2 hands up in the air. 2 hands up in the air. It's going to be a touchdown.
I just saw Claude pass the ball, and I was like, where did it go? But
I like
J.D.
it.
Meagle.
Shifted around a little bit. Claude might be our backup quarterback now. 34-6 for the Eagles, and Hood doing his favorite thing, kicking the snot out of the ball.
Julian Hood.
Marcos to hold. Nice snap, good hold, and another 45-yard field goal for an extra point. 35-6. You've got 5 touchdowns in the first half, Camille. We might be setting some records tonight.
I hope so.
All right, folks, let's take a little bit of a break. We'll be right back. Julian Hood getting to do his second favorite thing, a kickoff. Last couple times he's put it right on the back end of the end zone. And then he had one beautifully taken, about 25-yard onside kick we tried, almost recovered. He's going to put this one right about on the goal line, and we're going to have a return. Nice tackle. Very nice job. I don't know if you can get a number who got to that guy. Number 45 was the guy who ran the ball back, Truman Goodwin. He's a good-sized young man, but tackle at the legs by Grant Harrelson. That kid's making tackles right and left.
It will be the Warriors' ball, 1st and 10 from the 23-yard
3 minutes, 45 seconds. Folks, be ready at halftime. We've got the band coming out on the field. It'll be nice to see them. They're getting better each week. And we've got Camille Choi in her interview debut. She'll be with our brand new principal, Joel Hazard. Make sure you call him Hazard instead of Howard.
Oh, let's hope so.
Just make sure, get that one clear.
So.
Rose in the shotgun. 2 running backs are flanking him. Looks like we've
Flag
got
on the play.
a delay of game against the Warriors.
Be delay of
So
game.
first and
March the
15.
Warriors back
Send it
2
back a
yards.
little bit farther. Last time the Warriors had the ball, they punched the ball in for a touchdown with 3:45 left. And the ball at the 23-yard line. They've got 77 yards to go here. Here's the handoff up the middle to Hutchins. Hutchins going to get a good chunk of that yardage back. It's about an 8-yard run.
That was Richard Hoke, number
Hutchins
36, who took him
on
down.
the carry. Richard
Solomon
Hope
Hutchins getting
on
some
the
yards.
stop.
He's got a lot of yards this one.
Second
Richard Hope
down.
with several tackles
And
in this
about 6.
game. Another one of the seniors doing his part to help build this team. Coach Jordan Black in his first season assembled a very sharp line of coaches to bring in. Got the boys to come out, got the boys excited. The fans are behind it, the school's behind it. This is fun football. Snap to Rose. Ball out towards 21 Michael Hill.
Pass intended for
A
Michael
combination
Hill, broken up
of
by
Hill
Sam
not being able to
McKissick.
catch it, but Sam McKissick
Incomplete.
was right there, put his
It'll
hand
bring
in the
up
mix
third
and knocked the
down
ball
and
away.
7.
So 3rd down and 7 yards to go for the Warriors. Going to be watching some college football tomorrow, Camille?
Oh, after this, absolutely.
You'll sit down in front of the TV from 11 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. watch some football. Learn some more and more. 2 weeks from now, you'll be calling the homecoming game. I'm just going to put down my headset and let you go.
Oh, maybe in an alternate universe, Mr. Williams.
3rd down and 7. Rose is going to pitch the ball out. I think that is intercepted.
The ball is intercepted.
There you go. 36, Richard Hoke gets his first interception of the year. Just mentioned the senior's name, and he comes out and makes a big interception. So Tomball Christian starting to move it out, ball down the field. Eagles jump in front of one and take the ball back. We're going to have a good chance here to score before the end of the half. All right, Camille's going to head down to get the camera ready and to get Mr. Hazard ready for her interview, her debut interview. You're not going to want to miss it. Keep your lines open at halftime. Joel Hazard played football for Boston College, took a look at playing pro and decided instead to go into education. You got to respect it. Here's J.D. Meagle. He's going to pass the ball. That's out towards Aiden McDonald.
J.D. Meagle, pass to Aiden McDonald.
That's a completion to McDonald for 4 yards, make it 5 yards. Another completion for Meagle, another catch for McDonald. Using our tight end quite a bit here tonight. We are lining our tight up end in the slot several times tonight. He gets into that little mini huddle that we do, but he's lining up in the slot more often than not. 4 wide receivers and McCondy to the right. He goes into motion. Meagle takes it, looks right, looks left. Heads it over to George Abote, who's getting good block. Abote moving towards the 10-yard line. First down, pitch and catch. That's Meagle to Mincondi.
First down.
They're going to be down at the 9-yard line. First and goal at the 9. Just under 2 minutes left in the first half. Folks, if you think Camille's doing a great job, send us a little message on Twitter, @EaglesOnTheAir, @EaglesOnTheAir. Send us a message and tell her how great she's doing. Love having her up here. Mincondi gets the run, but an excellent job on defense. That is number 3. Number 3. Looking for Austin Roy. Austin Roy with excellent tackle of Mincondi, and the Eagles are going to be 2nd down in goal from the 8. 1 yard gain for Mincondi. Meagle in the shotgun. He's got several touchdowns passing tonight. He's going to look left, look left, looking out towards Howard. And Caleb Howard has his 2nd touchdown of the game. Another Meagle touchdown pass. But we're going to have a flag holding on the Eagles. Holding call on the Eagles. Oh, that's got to be frustrating. A perfect pass. The offensive line gave Meagle about 9 seconds to get the playoff, but it is going to be a holding call. Tiny bit of frustration right there. But And we'll try it from 10 yards further back. Mr. Hazard, Joel Hazard, is on his way up. 1 minute left in the second half. 35-6 Eagles. Trying to put one more on the board. Second and goal from the 18, and it looks like we've got a pre-snap penalty. All of a sudden, the Eagles are kind of imploding here. They haven't had hardly any penalties the entire game. If you watched last week, Camille, there were 4 15-yard penalties on the Eagles for some late action and pushing and shoving going on. 4 15-yard penalties that just crushed a couple of our drives, made a big difference. So we don't have any of those, but a couple penalties here are hurting us.
I feel like they're getting a bit too excited. I feel like they're getting a little anxious.
I'd like to put one here in at the end. Everybody wants to make that play to get another big one into the end zone. Here's Meagle. He's looking, and gonna be sacked. A nice play, good defense. That is Austin Roy again. His second big play here of this drive. Excellent job.
Ball is now on the 25-yard line.
As I said before, ladies and
Let's
gentlemen,
get them going the other direction, folks.
you just saw come onto the field the trainers at Fort Bend Christian. They are, I mean, one of the best training teams I've seen, at least. They're very intense about their job, to say the least. If you meet any of the trainers, they're very serious about their jobs on the field.
All right, 20 seconds left. Eagles third down and goal from forever. Here's a pass by Meagle over the middle. He's got Aiden McDonald. Aiden ends up having to play defensive back as the ball went just beyond him. It's almost intercepted by, it looks like number 20, William Clark. So fourth down, and you're going to have a long field goal attempt. Long field goal attempt by Julian Howard. Why not give the kid a shot? He's been kicking him from this far back for quite some time. This ball is going to be placed at the 32, a 42-yard field goal attempt by Julian Hood. You know he's got the leg for it. Let's see him put one through right here. 10 seconds left in the half. This would be a nice feather to put in his cap. Here's your snap. It's down. Julian Hood had to kick it low, and it gets blocked. So we're going to end up with Tomball Christian taking it over with 10 seconds left. He had to kick that one low, and it went a little bit too low. Penetration by Tomball Christian is going to mean they get the block. And so we're going to sit on 35-6 with 10 seconds left in the first half. We'll see what Tomball Christian tries something here, or if they just take a knee. You are that much closer right now to Camille Choi's interview debut. She worked on it. She got the questions ready. She went out and found herself somebody to interview. Make sure you ask Mr. Hazard, not Howard, Mr. Hazard. And now he's right here listening to it, that she called you Howard on the, she getting ready. Make sure you ask him about his expertise in football. He can help you with some of these calls. Here's your final play of the half. A handoff up the middle. You're going to get about 6 or 7 yards. We're going to take just a second here. Our band is going to come on the field and get ready. We're going to spend about 1 minute, and about a minute from now, Camille Choi is going to talk to first-year principal Joel Hazard. Give us about 1 minute, folks. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the interview, the long-awaited interview with Mr. Hazard. I'm facing the camera now. This is Mr. Hazard, not Mr. Howard. As I said before, it was Caleb Howard who was on the field. Mr. Williams had just screamed the name, so I apologize. Please don't fire me. Please don't expel me from the school.
No worries. No worries at all.
Okay, Mr. Hazard, I have for you a few questions so that the student body gets to know you a little better since you're new this year.
Definitely.
Okay, so the first question is, what is your favorite thing about your career?
Ooh. I would say the best thing about my career is I get to work with children. Definitely. Especially young adults. The greatest thing about working with you guys is no day is ever the same. No day, no year, never the same. It's always a challenge every day, and I get to be a part of your journey. That's one of the best things. So it's a combination of things, but definitely working with children.
Yeah. What is your proudest accomplishment?
My proudest accomplishment would be my children. I have 4 children, ages 11 and 2. And so that's the best thing I'm giving the world right now. So they're my best accomplishments.
I don't know if you saw, I was on the mobile camera the first game, Mr. Hazard, and we had not met yet.
No, we have not.
How we met, me and Mr. Hazard met, was I was on the mobile camera, which Ari is on right now, and J.D. Meagle was running in to make a touchdown. And unfortunately, Mr. Hazard's daughter was right there.
Yes, my 2-year-old daughter who you stepped on and made her cry.
Hazard,
But
don't make it sound like that. Don't make it sound like that.
She was okay. No worries.
What did you want to be when you were little, Mr. Hazard?
The main thing I wanted to be was a firefighter. I always wanted to give back to the community somehow, some way. Being on the back of a fire truck was awesome. They always had cool gear, get to go in the fire, rescue people. That's what I wanted to be.
It's really cool. Now for some fun questions. What would you sing at karaoke night?
I would sing any song by Arrested Development, Mr. Wendell, anything by Boys to Men, anything by Backstreet Boys.
Very 90s.
Yes, very much
90s.
so. Yes.
If you could choose any past current music group, which would you choose?
Oh, I would definitely do Boys to Men. Oh, absolutely. Are you familiar with Boys to Men?
Unfortunately, yeah,
Motown Philly, Song for Mama, Bended Knee,
Oh, I wish
Water
I
Run
was.
Strong.
I
Oh,
wish
my
I was
goodness.
Mr. Hazard.
I'm too old. It's
Well,
okay.
thank you for tuning in to these questions with Mr. Hazard, and we're going to go back to the band playing behind me on the field. Thank you.
Yes, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
National Anthem. Our dash for this great prize. And we've got our first group lined up. They ready?
That's a solid first half of football, Camille. I hope you enjoyed your first half calling. Your good luck charm so far. Tell us what you've seen in the first half. What really stands out to you?
No, absolutely, Mr. Williams. I really do think this half, I mean, wow, I'm not here. I really do think Solomon Cole is really standing out today.
Hey fans, mark your
As well as
calendars. Our
Blaine
next
Barrett.
home
I mean,
game
I
will be
haven't seen him.
homecoming.
I haven't seen him
Friday,
really make as much of an
September the
impact.
27th
Well, not
at
as much of an
7
impact,
p.m.
but I really haven't seen him
Cheerleaders are gonna host
blow
a
himself
pep
out of the
rally on
water as much as he
Thursday
has today,
afternoon.
as well as
And even though
Claude
Friday is
Minkani.
a
I mean, but
school
that's every
holiday,
single
the
game.
games
Claude
will
goes
go
hard.
on. It's gonna be a
He
great
really
night
shows
celebrating the
shows
team,
how much
the
work and
homecoming
talent he
court,
put
and
in.
welcoming back
If you
many
compare him to his
alumni.
junior year,
Hope
I
all of
mean,
you will be
it's
there. We
crazy
look
how
forward
much
to
he's
seeing you
improved, as
then.
well as Remy
Friday
Strickland,
night,
number
September
68.
27th,
I
homecoming,
mean, the kid is
7
huge.
p.m.
I don't even know how you can improve like that. I mean, the kid, I feel like what's his max weight that he said that he lifted today? It was like 268 or 368 was it how much he's lifted. Remy Strickland.
Oh, yeah. 365 or something like that.
That's crazy. And Robert Walter as well. Aiden McDonald with his first touchdown today. That really stands out to me more than anything, as well as Julian Hood. But I'm always a Julian Hood fan.
Yeah. Well, you like the multi-sport fans, and Julian plays, and he's an excellent kicker in football. He is a stud soccer player. These guys have put it together. Meagle has been on point today, and it's not that Tomball Christian is just lost. I mean, they've got a solid defense. They're well coached. They know what they're doing. Meagle is picking them apart with the passing game. 3 touchdowns in that first half. You gotta love what the offense is doing. The defense only allowing 6 points to a well-disciplined and hard-hitting Tomball Christian Warriors offense.
We are really killing it this game. You can see Preston Spiegel, number 3. He's just up there trying to get the whole crowd hyped. I think that's what all the Eagles are trying to do this game, because it really shows how much work they put in. I mean, their first game they came back with Brazos, and they were out there to kill him, and they let it slip a little bit last game. But this game, I know that they're really coming back. They're really pushing it, and they're not going to let down.
One offensive win, one game last week that we let slip away. So sitting at 1-1, and you come out and play a game like this, up 35-6 at halftime. Here's your kickoff. And this one's going to go deep towards Solomon Cole. Solomon's going to go off to the right-hand side, try to switch it back. He's going to be tackled around the 35-yard line. Eagles offense is going to take over. Already got 5 touchdowns on the board. And they've got 65 yards to go. 66 yards to go. As that's going to be marked at the 34-yard line. Eagles moving again. Let's see what they can come up with in the second half. I'm guessing more of the same, Camille.
If you stayed tuned during halftime, I mean, they definitely saw my interview where I confessed a lot of things that I shouldn't have maybe on live broadcasting. But you also saw the 50-man pep band. That was the second time ever.
Meagle out to Caleb Howard on the left-hand side. He's got some space and some speed. He's going to get almost to the 50. Make it out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That's going to be a 15-yard pitch and reception. Caleb Howard with another catch.
And hurdles the bench.
Yeah, I mean, in as a senior, his first year at Fort Bend Christian, his senior year, came over here. He wanted to play some football. Impressed with the coaching staff, interviews, and says, this is where I want to be. And he's making a giant impact so far on the Eagles football squad. 1st and 10 from our own 48-yard line. Meagle in shotgun, got Minkandi on his right side. Handoff to Minkandi. He shifts over left, then right, then up the middle. Minkandi's up close to another first down.
Minkandi on the carry.
That's going to be very close to a first down. Make it 9.5 yards for Claude.
Stopped by Mason.
We don't have a system yet where we can have halftime stats, but if we did, you'd see an awful lot of yards on the board for the Eagles. Tomball Christian has put a lot of yards on the board too, just 6 points. But the Eagles offense has been moving the ball consistently all night long. Meagle hands it off to Minkandi. He's going to have that. They gave him a first down. I'm sorry. He's doing on first down run. He's going to get 4 more yards.
Gets a few yards.
Claude has been the biggest catalyst in the first 3 games altogether, although Meagle's throwing the ball a lot tonight.
Second down.
Claude, with receiving, returning, and running the ball, has the most all-purpose yards of any player. Over 1,000 yards so far for the Eagles' total offense in these games. Claude has been the biggest piece of it. Claude Cashman Condi, he said. Got to go with Cashman Condi. Meagle snaps over towards the left to Abote. He's going to have another first down. Up the sideline, missing or making tackles or miss. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 24-yard line, 23-yard line for another Eagles first down.
Before he stopped, it's good for another Eagles first down.
Like the way they're mixing this one up. Little run, little pass, not afraid to do either one. You trust your quarterback not to have turnovers. You trust your offensive line. Those big five that we have on the offensive line. Now you trust them to protect Meagle, to give them time to throw the ball so you're not turning the ball over. Like to see this. First down snap to Meagle. Looking to pass, finds one down the middle of the field. That's
Pass intended.
If Aiden McDonald had grown an extra quarter inch over the summer, he would have caught that ball. That was off his fingertips twice. Another gorgeous pass by Meagle, just inches away from another touchdown. Aiden McDonald making some great moves getting open tonight.
I don't know if I want Aiden McDonald to grow another half inch. He could play Goliath in David and Goliath in the new live-action Disney movie.
How long were you waiting to put that one in?
Oh, I was waiting a few seconds. Definitely.
Good call. Second down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Mincondi to the left. He's going to take the snap, cut it right back up the middle. Mincondi's got a chance to get in the end zone. Claude Mincondi, 23-yard run in for a touchdown. Eagles get the kickoff and immediately jam it right down the throat of the Warriors. Touchdown for Ben Christian. Nice job. Almost get your touchdown on the pass. Come right back with a 23-yard run. Claude making good decisions. He took that ball, supposed to go off to the right, immediately puts on the brakes because Tomball had closed that hole off, cuts it up the middle, and with that cutback, makes about three guys miss. Touchdown 23 yards later. The snap hits the ground that time, and Tomas Romo, we're going to have to tease him in class next week. He wasn't able to snap that football off the ground, which if you've ever tried to do so, it's like trying to catch a gerbil or something on the ground. So 41-6, Eagles put a touchdown on the board right away. 10:20 left.
I definitely think this is going to take the Eagles 1-1 record to a 2-1 versus Tomball Christian, who has a 0-2.
Senior captain Annie Matthews.
0-2, but 0-2 either way.
Our seniors, Navia Dixon.
We're going to get the lingo down. I'm going to take a second and point out the fact that these
Chase Hubbard.
The guys who are out here blocking for Mincondi and protecting Meagle.
Matty Roberts.
On the right-hand side, on the right tackle, normally you've got Remy Strickland, left tackle, Robert Walter. Center is Bobby Rossi. Guards are typically Cohen Carpenter, a new guy from the assistant athletic director coming into the school first year. Cohen comes in as a junior. And then right guard Tony Sa. They're opening up huge holes for the players. We love having these guys out here, and we love what Coach Black is doing. Coach Black played 10 years of NFL football, and those are the kind of things he did. Here's your squib kick over to 45 for Tomball. 45 is going to be Truman Goodwin. He's going to take it up to the 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Spirit Girl of the Week is Navia Dixon.
There we go. You heard it. Navia Dixon, senior.
Hard at practice, great attitude.
The cheerleader Spirit Girl of the Week. She also brings her pocket constitution with her wherever she goes. And last week she.
Constitution. Ladies and gentlemen, Navia Dixon, Spirit Girl of the Week. Congratulations.
You must be very proud of that one, Mr. Williams.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Guess who just got extra credit on her next quiz? Tomball Christian, 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. They've got a ways to go if they want to get one into the end zone. Here's a handoff up the middle to Hutchins. Hutchins is going to be tackled for just a 2-yard gain. That's 52. Let me get 52 is Cohen Carpenter.
Stopped by Cohen Carpenter.
Nice job to break off the block and tackle Hutchins. Hutchins made some big moves and got a lot of good running yards early in the game. Eagles have put the brakes on him for the last several minutes of offense. Second down, and they're going to go 7 yards. 2nd and 7 for Tomball. Snap goes back to Rose. He's going to look left. Fire it over. Nice catch. Nice catch. That's 87. Chase Mitchum. He hangs on the sideline, and Chase Mitchum is going to get a giant gain of about 25 yards.
25 yards.
Made the catch low. One Eagle missed a tackle. And
Warriors
finally, it
first
was Claude Condi that knocks him out of bounds. Huge gain on the pass play from Rose to Mitchell. Tomball Christian moving again.
You know what I think they should do, Mr. Williams, is put Andy Cook in from our class. He said he can hit. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Broadcast class and football extraordinaire. He's a young guy. He's a sophomore, but he's moving up through the ranks. He's on our JV team, quarterback for a JV team. Here's a run for Hutchins. He cuts it back to the left. Hutchins got some room, and he's back into business here. He gains about 23,
Hutchins
24 yards on that carry. Solomon Hutchins for Tomball Christian doing some damage.
Sam McKissick is really out here with the tackles. I've seen him tackle. I've seen him stop the ball at least 3 times in the past few plays.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, if your cornerbacks and safeties are making most of your tackles, it means the other team is getting down the field, and they are. A couple of big plays for Tomball Christian. Now they're threatening on the 17-yard line. Here's a handoff again to Hutchins. He'll be stopped after a 4-yard gain.
Hutchins on the carry.
Looks like Carpenter was in on the tackle
about 4
again.
yards.
2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7.
For Tomball Christian. I tell you, there's a lot of teams, if they get down 41-6 with still half of the 3rd quarter left, a lot of teams that just pull back and say, Tomball, as soon as they get down 41-6, charging right ahead. Here's a direct snap to Hutchins. Eagle tries to throw him down for a loss. Hutchins keeps his balance. What a play by the young man.
Balance, gets down to about the 2-yard line.
That's an excellent run. I couldn't see what Eagle it was that grabbed him, tried to throw him down. Hutchins just would not go down, gets extra yards, and we've got 1st and goal now for Tomball Christian from the 2-yard line. Tomball Christian threatening for the 2nd time of the game inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Hutchins. Stopped immediately. Wait till he gets up. That's a big-time tackle.
On the carry.
That was 52, Carpenter again. Cohen Carpenter, another good tackle. He dove over the line and grabbed Hutchins by the feet, dragged him down. So now 2nd and goal after that no-gain play. The Eagles would like to see a little bit of a stop here as they give up a lot of yards on this drive. Here's Hutchins up the middle. He's going to be tackled immediately again.
Hutchins on the carry.
A swarm of Eagles in on that one. That's Jalen Zuber in on the tackle, as well as Carpenter again at the bottom of the pile.
Carpenter in on the tackle, along a couple of other Eagles.
Nice job by the Eagles twice now to stuff runs by Hutchins. I'd like to see 2 more of these. I would imagine, even if they don't make it in on 3rd, I would imagine they would go for it on the 4th. Love what I see in the stands, too. Just about a full stands, even after halftime, after the elementary kids come out and do their thing. Fans still here. Here's your snap. It's going to be a pass play, and over the head of number 44, Jack Britsky.
Pass is incomplete.
So 4th down and goal from about the 2.5-yard line. We're going to have a timeout by Tomball Christian. I would imagine they're going to talk about going for it on this one. Bring out one of their special plays. Camille, how are you enjoying yourself? You see yourself maybe going to Syracuse University and getting yourself a broadcast degree now?
Well, as long as I'm not mainly focused on football. The viewers can attest to that.
When you go apply and you tell people that you have some broadcasting experience, they'll say what in? You'll say football, volleyball, boys and girls basketball, softball, baseball. We're going to do rodeo day at school. We do some chapel services. We do like Veterans Day Chapel. We do those. We're going to broadcast a lot of different events, folks, and Camille will be with us for a lot of those ones.
I will be the new Will Scott. Oh,
Well,
I wish. I
You're
wish.
going to need to pump up the volume a little bit to be the next Will Scott. Will Scott listening in tonight from Syracuse University, ESPN University we call it. So many of the ESPN broadcasters graduating from there. All right, here's your fourth down play. Tomball Christian trying to slam one in. Here's your handoff to Hutchins. He's got a beat. He's going to be down. He did not make it in.
Hutchins is stopped.
First and goal from the 2 or 3 yard line for Tomball
It'll be
Christian.
Eagles
After moving the ball
ball, 1st and 10.
most of the field, they can't punch it in. Eagles defense holds. Couple defenders got into there. I think Jalen Zuber reached in, got a hand on Hutchins, tripped him up, and a couple of Eagles, a defensive lineman, slammed it shut.
Why did the Tomball team just drop a foot? The whole team just dropped a foot.
You mean in their size?
Yeah, I looked down and I looked back up and I feel like I'm seeing things.
Maybe it just looks that way because now it's 41-6, and we just had a big, giant goal line stand. Meagle in the shotgun again with Mincondi on his right. Meagle's going to take it on the right side and a bunch of room for J.D. Meagle. Cuts it back up. He's going to have from the 1 yard line, and he's out towards the 23, 22-yard run for J.D. Meagle. He might be our leading rusher in this game.
He's got to tighten that helmet.
He's going to need to do something about his helmet. You are correct. All right. Our own fans yelling at him to get his chin strap on tighter.
But if you know JD, you know that's not going to happen.
Timeout on the field.
Right, timeout by the
to go.
Eagles just to make sure that JD can stay in the game. So you can hold timeout. He doesn't have to leave. If your helmet comes off, you do have
Ladies
to
and
leave.
gentlemen, our volleyball
Camille, if
team
you
has
remember
been
our
competing
first
in the
game,
fast
all throughout the
tournament
game,
this
especially
weekend.
second half, we had
They
5,
are
6, 7
1-1.
guys
They'll
had to
be
leave the
playing
field
again
because of
tomorrow.
cramping.
We've got
Not a
games
problem in
coming
our
up
second
this
game and
week
not a
on
problem
Tuesday
tonight.
and again
I
on
actually
Thursday.
saw players
You
in
wanna
my
see an
class
excellent
today
team, you need to come out and
just
support
opening
our
up a
Lady
big
Eagles
jar of
and our
pickles and
volleyball
slurping
team.
down pickle juice, which smelled horrible, but we allowed it because, of course, pickle juice and the salt content helps you to not cramp up during the game. On hot, muggy nights like this, it's nice to have the extra salt content.
All the football boys in my grade were, I mean, you could even hear Remy in class. He was like, guys, please take some Gatorade. I'm drinking too much Gatorade.
All right, Eagles have the ball. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line after Meagle's 22-yard run.
1st and 10. The pass is caught.
Nice pass from
George
Meagle to
Abote,
Abote.
32
Underthrown a
yard
little
line.
bit, but Abote got his arms underneath the ball. Beautiful sliding catch and another reception
It'll bring up 2nd down and
for
1.
the Eagles. 9-yard reception to Abote. It's going to be a handoff to Mincondi up the middle. He's running behind Remington Strickland. There's a reason you do that. Remington clears the path, and Mincondi is going to get 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 yards on that run. Another 60-yard run for the Eagles.
1st down.
I gotta tell you, if I was playing football, who I would not want to play would be Fort Bend Christian, specifically because of Remy and Tony.
Remington likes to watch the highlights of his pancakes because in class we call him the double pancakes because he puts you on the ground and then he stays on top of you, which is completely legal, so you can't get up and make a tackle. You ain't going nowhere. He puts you down on the ground like that. He likes to do it again. That time he was leading Mincondi's run. Gorgeous play. Pass over to Abote here. And Abote runs a couple guys over, and he's inside the 5. George Abote with another catch. And unless Tomball Christian starts to move forward a little bit, we're going to do this all night long. We're getting little pitches out to the side, and immediately 10, 15 yards per play. Eagles threatening 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. All right, ready? This is all you. Your play call now. We're going to put play-by-play with Camille. Here she goes.
Okay, JD passes the ball to Mancondi, and that is
Claude
a
Mancondi
touchdown.
entered the score,
No,
but
that is not a
there's
touchdown.
flag on the play.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I was good at volleyball, because I see refs' arms go up, and immediately that's a touchdown. What does that mean?
Well,
Mr.
it was
Williams?
a touchdown. It was
Is it-
called
was
a
it really?
touchdown, but because there was a penalty on the Eagles, it was called back. So you were correct.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of your broadcast teacher just trying something there. I threw an alley-oop to you without telling you it was coming.
Yeah.
No, you jumped into there. You got the touchdown call. You were correct. Mancondi got into the end zone, but it's going to be now 1st and goal from the 14-yard line as the Eagles were called for holding.
Welcome to the Eagles
Claude went
nest.
through a hole
Thanks
so
for
big
coming
that
over to
somebody
our timeline.
definitely held to make the hole. All right, 21-yard line or 20-yard line, somewhere around there. Hard to see where the ball's at. But Eagles 1st and goal. Passing play is going to be over the top, over to Caleb Howard, just out of his reach.
Howard just out of reach.
It's going to be 3rd down and goal from about the 20. Maybe
3rd down.
2nd?
And goal.
I don't know what we're switching it to. I better keep track of the calls myself. All right, so 2nd down and goal from way deep, somewhere around the
2nd down and goal.
14-yard line. That's why Jerry Reeves should never listen to me when I'm on the air. That's the 2nd time I got him tonight. 2nd down and goal from the 14-yard line. Snap. The ball's handed off, but not handed off well. A miscommunication between Meagle and Mancondi, and that fumble is going to give the ball over to Tomball Christian.
There's a fumble on the play.
Recovered by number
Tomball Christian.
57, Mason Hanlon. And the Eagles' 2nd turnover of the night.
Hanlon.
And Tomball
It'll
grows
be
back
Warriors
another foot.
ball, 1st and 10.
Wow. I like the tactic they're using.
Ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lot to put
like they're putting
on,
stilettos on their football
game.
players.
So many people working together. Just a
You
couple
might
of
have to
groups
help
I'd
me
like
with
to
some of the
recognize.
terminology.
Our
Stilettos.
cheerleaders,
Heels?
Moms and
Very tall
dads,
heels.
Okay, very
parents,
tall heels.
you
Well,
just
Tomball Christian
stand
just
for
put
a
him on
moment.
again.
Let us recognize you. We want to thank you for your
All right,
support,
Tomball Christian.
commitment to all
2:51
the
left in the
school's
3rd quarter.
athletic teams.
They're down
Your
41
girls
to
and the
6.
schools appreciate all
They
you
have
do.
not
Thank
stopped
you
giving 1
for
ounce
your
of effort yet.
contribution to FBCA.
Rose takes the snap, hands it off to Hutchins. Hutchins up the left-hand side. He's got some good yardage, and Hutchins will get about 6 yards on the carry.
Hutchins on the carry.
Yeah, but a couple Eagles in on that stop. 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Been a lot of action, Camille. This has not been a boring game. There will be boring games here and there, and you're doing them, and you're either ahead by 90 or behind by 90, and you're just looking for stuff to say. This is a big spread, 41 to 6, but it has not been the easiest game. Rose for a pitch, has it out towards 34. 34 is Andre Harmon. Misses it. Solomon Cole was on it. Now Solomon Cole, hand on the hamstring. Wonder if he's getting a little bit tight. Still good defense there. He was on that one all of the way. I've been around this football team for years, ever since we started years and years ago, and pretty much for a while, all we ever did when passing is take it, snap, walk back 3 steps, and just try to throw one deep. It's really nice to have a system now where you can protect your quarterback, 5-yard passes, 15-yard passes, 80-yard passes. Here's Rose rolling right. He's got a screen pass out towards Howard, and a nice job. No, I'm sorry, that's Austin Roy, number 3. Austin Roy on that catch. That's going to be a first down for Tomball Christian. Nice play. A rollout, and it looks like your running back shot out from the backfield. He was not picked up. Grant Harrelson makes a nice tackle from behind. A first down. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. False start by Tomball.
Flag on the play.
To make it 1st and 15. All right, I'm going to give you a warning this time. Okay, 4th quarter, we're putting Camille on play-by-play. She's learned color so well and so fast. We're putting her on play-by-play and let her handle. When the Eagles have the ball, Camille will be on play-by-play 4th quarter, right? So I got you on that one. I gave you a warning this time.
Mr. Williams, that should put you on play-by-play for volleyball.
Let's just start with you on play-by-play. I don't get grades. You can't grade me on it, so.
That's true. That's true.
Then again, I'm not grading you on this either. I'm having a good time. I'm very glad to have you up in the booth tonight.
I'm very glad to be here.
All right, at Eagles on the Air, folks. At Eagles on the Air. Tweet us if you're listening. We'll get your name on the air. Donald Blackman is listening from his home. He comes out to some of the games, and sometimes if he can't make it out to the game, he watches online. Glad to have him. He hasn't tweeted yet, but I would imagine Tomas Romo, as usual, is watching. His brother plays. Big part of the JV squad as a sophomore. Next year, will be a big part of the varsity squad. Glad to have him as well. If you're from Tomball Christian and you're listening in, feel free to tweet us too, at Eagles on the Air. We'll get you on the air as well. Each game, we have several of the people from the opposing school. They'll listen in if the family members can't make it out to the game. Friends can't make it out to the game, or students can't make it out to the game. We're glad to have all of you listening online. 1 minute, 5 seconds left, third quarter. Eagles up 41-6. Playing a good game all around. Now here's your 1st and 15 snap by Tomball. Rose will take the snap, drop back, looking across the middle. He's got, holy cow. Claude Mincondi defended it. A couple of guys got their hands on it, and it still almost ended up in the hands of number 44, Jake Britsky. The first player that looked like he had a chance at that ball is unfortunately laying on the ground at the 42. Ball went across the middle, and it looked like he might have had a chance at it, and one of the Eagles denied him the chance, knocked him down. He got knocked down pretty hard, and Trader's on the field immediately, and it looks like they're checking out his leg. Let's hope that's something simple like a cramp. I didn't see what happened to him. Eagles have their team doctor on the field as well. And it looks like they're trying to stretch out that calf muscle. Let's hope that's just a cramp.
As you're seeing on the field tonight, you can see the training team, as we said before. I'm going to let out a few names that are the trainers. We're going to start with the head trainer, who is Danielle Kaser. I'm saying that correctly? Yes. And then we're going to start with the seniors, Faith Avila, Eric Choi, Amiete Williams, Ariel Warren, and Megan Ogden. And the juniors are Luke Dibble, Riley Marlowe, and Sarah Stubbs.
Glad to have that squad. The school has made the training program a thing. Every sport, all year long, we have student trainers at every single sporting event to make sure that things are there. Danielle shows up to just about everything. There'll be times when we've got a soccer game here, we've got a soccer game at their other field, we've got a basketball game going on at both gyms, and Danielle would just get in a golf cart and go to all the different campuses to cover all the different teams. It's a busy job. We're glad to have this training squad. 2nd down and 15. Rose with 2 running backs flanking. There's going to be a handoff to Hutchin. He's got some room up the middle. He's going to get about 8 yards back. Grant Harrelson is into there.
Harrelson.
Also on that tackle, number 20, James Donovan.
James Donovan also in on the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Is Hutchinson the only hope that Tomball has? I mean, they're passing it to him like it's the only hope that they have.
Well, he's got a lot of runs. I would imagine they run through him most of the time. He's got a lot of touches. But, I mean, Rose got a good arm. He's completed some big passes. I'd say 2/3 of the time the running yards, but they're not doing too bad. Here's an option play. Another reverse option. This one is not going to be in their favor as number 5, Sam McKissick, chases that thing down. Sam ran from the other side of the field, ran about 50 yards across to jump, make that tackle. That's a fantastic play by Sam McKissick.
That is what Sam McKissick calls Cinco season. Cinco season.
Do I want to know what that means?
His number's 5.
Okay.
And that's
the end of the third quarter. Eagles are going to be up 41-6. Take a deep breath, Camille. Get your numbers straight. I'll start off with Tomball Christian, but you're starting off color as soon as the Eagles get the ball.
If you will take a look up here,
Camille, your
you'll see
brother
Paige
graduated
Wiggins.
last year.
Just
Casey,
be
how's he
ready.
doing his
Those
first
footballs are
semester
gonna
in
be
college so
coming
far?
He's doing great.
in
He's at
this quarter.
University of
Thanks
Dallas.
again,
He's
Stuart
majoring
Brown
in
at
computer
McDonald's.
science right now.
Computer science. He's a good kid, good head on his shoulders. Maybe tell him you're doing some play-by-play. Maybe you can get him to chime in. Let us know
He's
what
been
he
chiming
thinks.
in. He's
Good.
been chiming in.
Tell him to tweet us. We'd like to have him on the air. Let him know what's going on. Casey, if you're listening, hope you're doing well in Dallas. All right, here is your fourth down play, and they're ready to punt, although the Eagles, I think, the way they're setting up, they're kind of ready for a fake also. Fourth quarter starts. And here's your kick from Harmon. Puts it end over end. The ball's going to bounce out of bounds, and the Eagles are going to get the ball about the 44-yard line. They've got 56 yards to go.
It'll be Eagles ball.
And Camille Choi on play-by-play coming up.
Yes, it is.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I'm now on play-by-play. So
Home
if
volleyball
you're tuning
game.
in,
Tuesday
that's all
night,
on
going
you.
out in Senior Eagles in action.
You'll enjoy it. I like having a bit of a spread here, so no pressure. 11:53 left in the fourth quarter, Camille. Here you go.
So J.D. Meagle gets the ball, passes it to Claude, and he runs down the middle, and he's just going. He's just going for it. He's tackled by, there's like a four-man pileup right there. I didn't even know who got
All the way
him.
down to the
That was number
19-yard line.
57. That was Mason Hanlon.
Good for another
That's a cool
Eagle.
last name, Hanlon.
First down.
It is indeed. That's a 35-yard run. He had a 60-yard run earlier. Just two runs right there have given Claude Mencondi 95 yards, plus all the other times that he's run. He's well over 100 yards now.
It is one down. No, third down. It's third down. Mr. Williams.
It's first down. It's first down. It's all right.
Oh, okay. It's first down. JD throws it down to all right, he threw it to George. George is a little bit upset about that. Drops it by a little bit, but that's going to make it second down. Because you know what, Mr. Williams? I was taught football today.
Yeah, brand new football fan. Yeah, that was a nice play. George jumped a little tiny bit early, but still almost able to tip the ball to himself for a reception. Second down and 10 for the Eagles at the 20-yard line.
Passes it to Claude again, and he's just running down the middle, and they're trying to close up on him, but he takes it to the left, and Claude has a touchdown. This is an actual touchdown now.
Eagles.
No flags on the play, so Camille, you just called your first touchdown.
Yes.
Nice job by Claude, zigzagging, off to the right, made two moves to get around guys, and just decided to go around the entire defense of the left-hand side, and ends up getting into the end zone pretty much untouched.
And it's already a guaranteed other point with Julian Hood.
Well, extra point or other point, but it's a point either way, right?
Mr. Williams, you can't critique me like this.
We'll just make small corrections where they're needed. Extra point is up and good.
It's good.
With 10:13 left in the fourth quarter, Eagles score, and they're up 48-6. We'll be right back.
staff, ladies and gentlemen, great job that they do under the leadership.
So far,
of Kaiser.
Camille Choi is 1 for 1. She's done play-by-play one time, and our team has got a touchdown. I say you do play-by-play the rest of the season.
I really do think I'm the lucky charm.
You are a lucky charm. You're my lucky charm because I'm just glad to have you up here because I did not want to do more games like that. So thanks for being willing to take a shot. No fear in Camille Choi. Julian Hood for a kickoff. From the 40-yard line, he's going to put one again into the end zone, and yet another touchback for the Eagles.
Good for a touchback. It'll be the Warriors' ball, 1st and 10.
The only bad thing I can think to say about Julian Hood is that he's a Tottenham Spur fan.
Is he really?
He is. I don't know why. I don't understand. But most of the fine soccer fans in this area are actually Newcastle United fans. I don't know what happened to Julian, but if we can correct that, he'll be without flaw. 10:13 left in the fourth quarter. Camille back in her comfort zone doing color. I'll do play-by-play for Tomball Christian, and Camille is just waiting for her next chance, chomping at the bit. Yeah, I can tell that she's thrilled. There's going to be a timeout. Tomball Christian. As we take that timeout, we're going to give one more round of thanks because the Booster Club, Fort Bend Christian, has already said, they've already sent some notes that they're willing to help out the broadcast team, the broadcast class, along with the broadcast club. Together, about 12 to 15 kids, depending on what season it is, are going to be participating in these things. Booster Club has already reached out. If you haven't seen what we have, a production trailer that rivals anybody in the state of Texas. And remember, we're not dealing with millions of dollars of taxpayer money. We're dealing with money that the Booster Club gives, money that the school sets aside for the broadcast team. We are very, very thankful to have the help from this group of people. The school has stepped up, gave us a broadcast class. Every single day we're in there working on things, learning how to manage game day sheets, learning how to manage the introduction videos you saw at the beginning. Camille's out there learning how to do this kind of stuff, folks. This is good stuff, and we're thankful to our school and to our Booster Club for helping us. Justin Rose is going to roll to the right. He's going to look way downfield, looking deep, and the ball's going to be just overthrown. He misses number 45.
Intended for number 45.
And we're both looking for it. Alracia Truman Goodwin. Beat you. I beat you, Mr. Reeves. 10:05 left. 2nd down and 10 for Tomball Christian. Tomball in a passing zone right now, behind by so much in the fourth. They've been really good on the ground and with a few good passing plays as well. But with 10 minutes left and down by 42 points, you figure they're going to pass a lot. Rose back to pass again, goes across the middle. He's got a big completion. This is number 87, Chase Mitchum. Huge completion, and that's going to be 41 yards on that pass play from Rose to Mitchum.
I mean, he rocked James Donovan out of the water, man.
Well, Mitchum's a big boy. He looks, I mean, from up here, he looks to be 6'3", 6'4", and he is not a small kid.
Ladies and gentlemen, following the game.
So he runs into you, and you're going to feel it. I think Donovan did.
Stay off the field for at least 10
Here we have the cheerleaders catapulting things into the crowd. I don't know. Is that? I feel like that'd be a legal issue at some point.
Maybe they'll go one in the window. Put up your hands, you may catch one.
Go out and meet with your players or your students.
Here's a Rose. Rose rolls to the right, but the Eagles defense was right on top of him immediately. That was number 60 for the Eagles. Clifton Self that had the pressure. Nice job by Clifton. First time we've mentioned his name. Clifton does a lot of JV work, but he's here tonight. Clifton Self gets the pressure, and Rose had to throw that ball away. So did they abandon that? Oh, there's a slingshot. Well, I was hoping they put one through the window up here, Camille. We could have gotten one.
You know, we should really get the Booster Club. Give us some jackets instead.
We'll see what we can do. It's a possibility. Here's Rose, looks to the right-hand side for Howard. He's got a completion. I'm sorry, I said Howard. Andre Harmon. I got the same thing you had, calling everybody Howard. Andre Harmon.
Completion.
And that's number 17, Ben Longbottom with a tackle. Ben is just a sophomore or a freshman. Haven't called his name a whole lot. Eagles putting in a couple of guys to get them some experience. 3rd down and 7 yards to go for Tomball. Eagles' second defense on the field right now. Still doing a job. Snap back to Rose. He's looking long. He's got a man deep. This is Hutchins again. He's got that one. And that's going to be a touchdown. Chase Mitchum, not Hutchins. You know what? I'm fired. I'm fired.
We're both fired.
I'm messing up names right and left.
There's no more Eagles on the air.
Well, it's not that deep. But Mitchum, Chase Mitchum got that catch. Nice play, but a 25-yard touchdown pass from Rose. Second touchdown for Tomball Christian. Nice pass play, too. A little bit of a broken coverage by the Eagles. Nice looking pass.
You can definitely tell they're getting tired out there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Tomball, they haven't had a lot of subs. It looks like they got about 10 or 12 guys on the sideline to sub. They've been in and out, but they've been playing offense, defense, special teams, all of it. And 87, Mitchum again, he's on the field. He is the one that scores the touchdown and the one that gets the extra point. 87 is kind of a strange number for a kicker, but not for a wide receiver like he is, and he just scored that touchdown. Nice play by Tomball to get their second touchdown of the game with 8.5 minutes left. It's 48-13. Let's take about a 20-second break. Here's the kickoff by Tomball. You kind of wonder, being down by this much in the fourth quarter, if they're going to try an onside kicker. It'd be interesting.
First senior to bring up a pocket constitution. Bring it to the press box.
You can hear Mr. Reeves talking about the pocket constitutions.
Everything stops when pocket constitutions are mentioned. Here's your kickoff. It's going to bounce a couple of times. It's going to be picked up by, I don't have a number yet, but picked up by an Eagle.
It was Georgia Bote.
There's a Bote, number 4, Georgia Bote on the return.
Georgia Bote.
It's about 20 yards on that return.
Brings it out to the 33-yard line. It'll be Eagles ball, 1st and 10.
Eagles will put some of the same offensive linemen out there, but a couple of subs as well. Meagle is still going to come out at quarterback. I would imagine some handoffs are coming up here. Let some guys get some touches. Sam McKissick right now in the game. He looks like he might be doing some running back.
Here it is. We have a winner.
Yeah, I knew somebody would come through. Chase Hubbard just got herself a little something on Monday. I got your lunch on Monday. I got your lunch. Awesome. Little pocket constitution fun. Sam McKissick with the ball. He runs runs for no gain. They're actually going to lose 1 yard on that one.
Monday, I think it's going to be lunch. Congratulations.
You can't say cheerleaders are not athletes. She came down from the cheerleading over the fence, ran up the steps, and got here in about 35 seconds. It took me 3.5 minutes. 2nd down and 11. Snap goes back to Meagle. McKissick is on his right-hand side. Pass is going to go over to Preston Spiegel. Ball was caught, then fumbled. They're going to call it a catch. And they are going to call it catch and fumble. You know, I'm supposed to stop talking because you're supposed to be doing play-by-play.
Oh, wow, you're right.
You didn't stop me.
Even forgot.
You didn't stop me.
Incomplete intended for.
Okay, so 3rd down and 11. Camille takes over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Once
I guess
again,
I'm
at
here.
the end of the game, the players are going to come to the sideline, and the band will play
Meanwhile, they're
Amazing
huddling. I
Grace
guess I
to
can talk
end
about
the
that.
game.
Oh,
After
no,
that,
they're
Coach
back.
Black and his
We're not talking
staff
about anything.
will
We're only
write
talking
down
about
at least
football
10
here,
minutes
Mr.
before
Williams,
anyone
because
goes
it's a
on
football
the
game.
field.
Yes, ma'am.
We ask that all parents and students respect the time the coaches and team need to wrap up tonight's game.
Right now, Meagle has the ball, hands it off to number 5. That's Sam McKissick. He's running. He just went sideways, maybe gained like a foot or two. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, lost a couple of yards on that one because right now, Tomball Christian knows the Eagles are just going to run the ball. So they're just crowding everybody up at the line. A good play there to tackle, and about a 5-yard loss for McKissick. So 4th down comes up. Eagles are going to punt the ball. Julian Hood for his first punt of the game. Eagles haven't punted all game, so I think they're missing a guy or two who forgot to go out on the field. I guess we're going to go ahead and punt the ball anyway. Nope, we're going to go ahead and call a timeout. Somebody forgot what to do for punt.
Timeout called by the Eagles.
6:18 left in the 4th quarter. Your Eagles up 48-13. Offense is rolling tonight. We're going to hope it keeps on rolling next week as we play Kip. Remember, we do not have a broadcast next week. We do not have a broadcast. Next week's football game at Kip. But 2 weeks from tonight, homecoming game. Who are we playing in homecoming?
I wish I knew.
I just had it on my... Well, we're playing somebody for a homecoming. We invited them to homecoming. It's going to be a good game, too. Historically, we've had some good games between. I had it written down. 2 weeks from tonight, a full broadcast. We'll get as many cameras on the field as we can. We'll get Camille up here in the press box. Give her a little play-by-play.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give me another chance. On Tuesday, I promise you, I'm much better at play-by-play and color in volleyball. So if you want to tune in on Tuesday at 5:30 to watch us take on the 2nd Baptist Eagles, please tune in.
Here's your punt. Low line drive, but it's going to get a good bounce. It's going to be hard to take. Finally, number 15 is going to pick it up. And he's not going to go very far at all. For 15. So we're just going to say a nameless, brave young man.
Greg Kelly in on the stop.
Greg Kelly got the tackle.
Stopping
Oh, we
Josiah
switched number 15,
Stavinoa.
didn't we? It was number 18, Stavinoa. There we go. Number 15, Stavinoa with the return. And Camille, you are on the ball.
Yeah, that's
Camille
what I'm here
found that
for.
one. Well, you're here for a lot more, but you were on the ball that time. Tomball Christian on the ball right now. They have it at the 45-yard line. They'd like to put another score on the board. 6:08 left. 48-13 Eagles. Here's a handoff. Nice run here for a first down. About 13 yards gained. That's number 3, Austin Roy.
James Donovan in on the stop.
James Donovan gets the
Number 3,
tackle.
Austin Roy.
So Eagles' second defense in right now. Give that first defense a little bit of a rest. Eagles' second D in, making some plays, making some tackles. Coach Carlos Roman chiming in from Twitter. Glad to have you on again, sir. Always one of the guys who listens in for the Eagles. Thank you for being here. Also mentioning, nice job, Camille. You see that? I told you, you're doing a thing. Good job. Now pass play from Rose. He's looking for 45. Truman Goodwin. Couldn't find him. Eagles on the defense.
Mr. Williams, do you know what Senor does every single day that he sees me? He calls me Jackie. Yeah, on purpose. He knows my name is he said it in the tweet too.
He did? Oh, I like the guy. There it is. Nice job, Camille or Jackie. Okay. All right, Coach. You got Camille to laugh during the broadcast. Well done, sir. Chime in, folks. We'd like to know that you're listening. The kids would like to know that you're listening as well. Here's a run we're back to Hutchins. Hutchins, he's going to get another first down. 12-yard run by Hutchins. And Tomball Christian is indeed moving the ball down the field.
First down.
Again, they have to have a lot of yards on the ground. A few pass plays have been successful as well. This is not a Tomball Christian team that just laid down to get run over. We've had those games before where we've had a sharp offense, we get ahead, and the other team quite literally looks like they just quit. Nothing here with the Tomball Christian Warriors. Snap to Rose. He hands it off to Hutchins. Hutchins got the right-hand side, cuts it back inside, and Hutchins is going to be up close to a touchdown. This is going to be 1st and goal now at the 2.
Hutchins
nice run by Hutchins. He's got to be over 100 yards easy. About 25-yard run there.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Warriors.
They are not giving it up.
I
respect that.
Yeah, you gotta respect the efforts. 1st and goal, 4:20 left in the 4th quarter. Eagles up by a good, comfortable margin. Tomball Christian not wanting to hand it in just yet. Rose in the shotgun, got 2 running backs. Here's his snap. He hands it off to Hutchins again. Hutchins fighting. Offensive line is going to end up pushing him into the end zone for a touchdown. Line judge marks it. Touchdown Tomball Christian. He was stopped short, but the offensive line ended up getting behind him and pushed him into the end zone. Totally legal. And the 3rd touchdown of the game for Tomball. 48-19 Eagles with just under 4 minutes left. And it looks like we're going to have another kicker out, a different kicker. Number 54, Josh Barnes in to kick. His kick is up and good, easily good. Nice job. Tomball Christian scores her 20th point. Eagles 48, Tomball Christian 20, 3:56. Camille, give me a wrap-up of your almost done now with your first full football broadcast. What do you think?
Well, I do have to say, I feel like I need to watch some Sunday Night Football. You know, I was never really, like during the Super Bowl, I'd watch it, and I'd watch for the commercials mostly. But at the same time, I'd be like, wow, why do they hit so hard? And I feel like I feel bad for them because, like, they fall on the ground, and then I feel bad for them because they hit the ground so hard. But I guess that's their job. But
and then you watch Remy in his highlights in class, and you watch him hit guys and then roll on top of them, and you're like, oh.
I know, I don't understand how Remy is ever conscious. He hits him so hard.
In the 4th quarter, Eagles lead 48-20.
Well, you got 2 weeks to bone up on your football. You get a day in class where the other guys are working on something. Just say, hey, Mr. Williams, can I work on my football
FBCA
terminology? We'll give you the day to do so. You did a heck of a job on color your first time out here. Nice job. You're getting plaudits all around. Everybody who's listening in has chimed in some way or another, either through text or through Twitter, saying nice job.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being here. It really does make a difference to have somebody on color. Jerry Reeves is chiming in from right next to us, saying that Camille is doing FBCA's Julia Morales. Way to go, Camille.
Thanks, Mr. Reeves.
All the way from 2 feet away, Jerry Reeves commenting.
Oh.
Onside kick attempt.
Onside kick.
Eagles ready for it, and number 51. Number 51 for the Eagles. That's Bobby Rossi.
Will be Eagles ball.
Bobby Rossi, our center, is the one that got the ball. Camille, you ready for a little play-by-play?
Yes, of course, Mr. Williams.
Yeah, you look like you're pumped. All right, play-by-play, Camille Choi. I'll try to shut my mouth and take a drink of Coke Zero while Camille takes this one over for a bit.
All right, here we're going to start. I don't even know who the center is, Mr. Williams. It's someone with a 5. Bobby Rossi. J.D. Meagle hands the ball over to, that is number 5, Sam McKissick, who tries to roll over and is thrown on his back.
Sam McKissick.
Wow. That was that was number
7 yards.
61. That was Mark Haynes.
Yeah, nice carry by Sam to go off tackle on that one. Got 7 yards, positive play, but yeah, he was planted. So you take that hit, he goes right back to the huddle. Sam wants the ball again. We're going to run it here now with 3.5 minutes left. No reason to pass the ball much. You might take a little screen or something, but Sam's in the backfield now to the right of Meagle.
Again, Meagle has the ball, passes it again to Sam, runs through the center, trying to roll off of tackles, but is dropped on the 46. No, 40, 45, 46.
somewhere around there. And a quick reminder, that's a handoff, not a pass, but
Okay, listen, basketball, softball, they don't really correspond well with football.
you're learning. That's okay. Eagles have a first down on the 38-yard line.
Big thanks to the coaching staff, Fort Bend Christian Academy. Aaron Carpenter coaching our offensive coordinator, actually. Head coach, of course, Jordan Black.
Hands it over again to Sam McKissick. Man, he wants to run.
Defensive line.
He's under a pile of like 3 dudes. Taken down by 28 and 60. Who is that? 61.
Our middle school coaches, Stanley Evans and Ezra Brown. Thank you for all the work that you do.
Unfortunately, Mr. Williams, there's no 28. So who I read?
Well, 61 is Mark Haynes. 28, we're not sure. But Sam gets another run for 4.5 yards. Second down and 5 or almost 6 yards to go.
6 yards.
Here come the cheerleaders. You can hear them. Hands it off again to Sam McKissick, and he is running. Oh, pulls him down by his jersey. I feel like should that be a call? I feel like that's kind of.
Sam McKissick on the carry.
Well, the only call on it would be a tackle. He did get him down.
But
Grab his jersey.
Is that even fair? Like, they should make that a rule in football. You can't grab people's jerseys.
Third down.
Okay, so this is legal. It's still legal.
Yeah, definitely.
Shouldn't be able to grab jerseys or stuff. So we're working on it, folks. We'll get the vocab down. We'll get the play calling down. I'm happy to have Camille here. I'm glad Camille is willing to get on the microphone and try out some new things. 1 minute. We just passed the 1 minute mark left in the game. Eagles moving.
At least 10 minutes before anyone goes onto the field. We're asking that all parents
Hand off
and
again
students respect the time that
to Sam McKissick. They're not letting him move.
to wrap up
He wants to run though. He wants to run. He moved maybe a foot and a half too.
Yeah, it's not fair that he wants to run and they're not letting him run. Good point.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm saying he wants to run. That's why they keep giving him the ball. Hand off, not pass.
Okay, got it. And we're going to run that clock. 28 seconds left. So Eagles will snap the ball one more time. Maybe just take a knee. They have earned a good victory. Tomball Christian, not a walkover opponent. They put 20 points on the board against a good Eagles team, a good Eagles